All right. Hey, hopefully this will work. You know me in Discord. So, anyways, yeah, I was thinking about how I'm going to kind of do some changes on the Discord here. I've been kind of accidentally giving improper roles to people. It wasn't because it was unintentional because I didn't know how the thing was set up. So I've kind of looked over the roles and the permissions, and now I kind of get it. So I'm going to be changing things around. I'm going to be moving a few VIPs to just member because they're not really active in the Discord. So I want to keep the VIP just for the people that want to be active in the Discord and want to have these types of discussions in the middle of the night when I do these GDC things. So I'm going to be moving that around. So in regards to the actual title, yes, some guy, I want to know if there is some people out there that may want to act as a moderator for this particular members voice chat, which is going to be available to the people that are members after they've been assigned roles. Obviously, the mods have to know about Discord. They have to know about some of the people that are not welcome in this particular Discord, and be willing just to sit around and mod stuff, right? It's not for everybody, right? I get that. If we're going to build this GDC Discord up as Bullinator and Cheshire and myself and a few other people I've been talking about, especially when the non sequitur show comes around, because I don't know if we're going to get that Discord back. We need to have some moderators. Now, right now, I have 5 people moderating. I have AT2 Jared, or AT2 Productions, which is Jared. I've got Moon, Landon, Mr. Sirius, Paul, and Red Eye. The problem is Landon is not going to be able to mod because he's just never around. I mean, he would when he's around, and I'll keep him as a mod, but I will ask him, do you still want moderator status? Because I don't think I've ever seen Landon in here, has he? I mean, it's been a while, but I don't think he really wants to mod per se. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the mods. Wow, from the south, ask the mods. I know Mr. Sirius wants to mod, so that's cool. I know Paul wants to mod. I know Red Eye mods. I'm not sure if Moon comes around that much, and I'm not even sure if Jared comes around. So I will be asking them. But I want to kind of edit down the way it's structured right now. So I will be doing that. But anyways, first we need people to come in and give them roles. So I'm going to be sitting around and I'm giving people roles right now. Like Maki, you just got roles. I gave you VIP. Aussie Baller, I'm not sure who you are, but I gave you members. Members should be able to see this room, so let me know. No, and by the way, I appreciate that, Manya. No, it's not. This is not a full time thing, and I know you have a full time job, but no, it's just moderator is somebody that when they're in here they can mod. I'm not expecting people to volunteer their time for selective hours to come moderate, right? No, I'm just saying that when we have a lot of people in this room. Because we've, even though it's just a few people talking, there's usually like 10, 12, 15 people or so, whatever it is. And so, they'll just mod when they need to. So it's just if they happen to be in the discussion. So you haven't been around even much, Manya. So, but I am going to be sitting here for a while, assigning membership roles to people that want to come in. What happens is when they come in, they will be given, the membership to come join this voice only thing. I can see they come in on introductions. It actually says, such and such appeared, or somebody came new to the server. So I know if somebody new has joined, and I can, even after the fact, give them membership roles, right? After I know who they are. So, yeah, are you going to start doing these types of hangouts, Manya? Are you going to start talking on Discord more often? Because I'll give you mod if you plan to do that, right? If you plan to jump in here every so often, see what's going on. You resign your weekend job? Yeah, I remember you saying you're going to do something like that. So, all right. Well, first you got to come in. Are you working right now? It's the weekend, so if you want to be a mod and you're not in here, there's a problem. Why don't you come in here? Mr. Sirius is a mod. He's not even here. And hi, Peter. I didn't mean to ignore you there, buddy. So right now I'm just sitting here with Brandon, and he's been quiet. He's been sitting here for quite some time. So I am by my lonesome right now. Oshkosh says, I have no idea how to use moderation controls. Yeah, like that would be a problem to be a moderator. But if you want to come in, Oshkosh, I also want to see how many people start joining these things. Like, for example, if I just like left for like an hour or whatever it is, or just let it run, who would come into the channel and, be talking about stuff? Oh, it's Monday in New Zealand. Oh, my bad. Good point. Because we're not on a flat earth, right? Time zone or thing. I totally forgot about that. So, but if people want to be a mod, leave me a message directly or leave it in the comment section, or both would be preferable. I don't really know anybody off the top of my head that wants to, because everybody's messaging me. But there might be somebody watching that says, "Yeah, I'll become a moderator." And like I said, somebody who actually does know how to use Discord, because I'm still learning it myself. I am not proficient. Will probably never be proficient in Discord, but I'm better than I was, which is one of the reasons why I want to start changing around some of the VIP stuff, because I think I gave it to way too many people. If I don't know the person, or they're not active in Discord, they're going to get moved to member. So we're going to have probably 90% moved from VIP to members. So if you think that's on error, if you think you are a VIP and you're going to be using the Discord, or if you're somebody active in the community, then let me know, because I may not recognize your name. But I'll keep like the shills. They'll be VIPs, of course. Brandon VIP. But a lot of these other people, I'm looking at these names, I just don't know who the hell they are, and they're not active in the Discord, so they're just going to get moved to membership when I get done with this, or I can do it while I'm doing it, I guess, right? But anyways, hey, Mr. Sirius.
Hello.
How are you? There's like 60 VIPs, so that's a lot of work to do.
It is. I need to learn how to do some of this stuff.
You don't know how to do it?
I need some practice. So if next time something comes up, let me do it, and then I'll figure it out.
All right, well, let's walk through it. Okay, so like what I want you to do is we'll go through the VIP thing. Like, can you see how it says AA Archie YY? Can you see that?
Hold on. Let me get into the VIP thing.
Look at the names of the people. You should be able to like.
On the right.
On the
okay.
right.
Sorry, my.
Yeah, so it has the White Wolf, then it has 3 admin, then mods. Go down to the VIPs. It's like 60 of them.
All right. See, I've done something, and now the members aren't showing up on the right like they used to. Let me figure out what I did.
All right. Yeah, Peter. Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
But
all right. VIP. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. Anarchy.
If you want to become a member, just join. I can give you mods right now. Not mods. I'm sorry, roles. So if you join right now, I'll give you members, and you can come in. But yeah, Peter, I can put you as a mod if you're going to be active in the Discord, of course. But you're part of the shills anyways, kind of thing. So, all right. So you can see where it says Anarchy Y, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right click that and go down where it says roles.
Roles. I see.
Now you see what it says VIP and member?
Yes.
I decheck the VIP one.
All right.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. So we're going to go, if you want to help me go through these and kind of, I don't want this to be like, Mr. Popular, who's popular, we'll keep them, but I don't know some of these names, right? And they're not going to be VIPs. So, but we're going to do this in real time. I'm trying to be transparent as possible. I'm not trying to hide anything. And I'm not trying to like, oh, they're not worth, being a VIP. It's not that. Hey, Dr. Oblivion, I don't know who you are. Do I know Oblivion? He's like, I'll be a mod. I'm not sure who he is.
The name doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Manya.
Well, of course. All right, so let's go through these. Of course, Amy, she's part of the shills, so I know her. Butt Slaughter, yeah. Bragwin, I know him. Brandon, yes. Christ Puncher, that name sounds familiar, but they're not active on the Discord.
That's I guess you would say Moon's. I guess SO.
Oh, is that Moon?
That's Moon's boyfriend.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. See, this helps me. See?
Ah.
All right. Who's Colin?
It sounds kind of familiar, but I can't answer that. I don't know.
All right. Make a member. Damon, I know he's active here. I think he's in here right now. Hi, Damon.
Hello.
Hello. You'll be active in the Discord, right? Looks like.
I'm active in Discord.
Yeah. I Declan Aventide. That name sounds familiar, but now move him
I mean,
down.
we can always
What?
we can always fix it after the fact. So
Yeah. I mean, obviously, but maybe like I'm doing this live because maybe the people in the live chat might know some of these names.
Good
Right?
call.
Yeah. Right. All right. So move Declan down to member. I'm gonna have you do it only because that way you get practice.
Okay, good idea.
All right. I know Deravos, Digital Deravos, so he stays. Dit Thompson, I know. Egghead, I know. Elite Skeptic, I know. E Monk, I do not know. Who's E Monk?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. Beaver Dam Creek. I got you, Hulu, as a member, so you can find the member can find the member's voice. So if you join and you're not able to see where we're at, I don't know if you have to re-log on or not, or does it take? When you get a role, does it happen instantly that you can actually see the member's voice, or they have to re-log on? I do not know.
It should happen in real time, I think.
Says the person who doesn't know Discord. Okay, I'll believe you.
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
Now I'm a master of it.
Now, listen to him. He grew up all fast. I love that. All right. Elite Skeptic, I know. I don't know the next person. UEP Praxio doesn't sound familiar. All right, Fabio, don't know. Rez says he was chatting with E Monk a week ago. All right, well, it's still, he's not a VIP. Farce is a VIP. Foxy, Talski, not a member. I don't know who they are. And again, I want to keep the VIPs down as much as possible. Fred's a bot. So George D, don't know. Glitchy, don't know. So just move them to members. GLPS, yeah, I definitely don't know who they are. Houseroy, yes, Houseroy's a VIP. Heart on My Sleeves, don't recognize it. Do you guys?
I do not.
Okay. Helios is a VIP. I can do some of these myself because I just know they're not. I'll keep Jack of all trades. Jens, put them as a member, not a VIP. Justin, he's definitely a VIP. Maki's VIP. Lenny, no, I don't think so. Lord Burns, does that sound familiar?
I mean, maybe, but I think I may be thinking of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons or something.
Yeah. Matt T, no, that doesn't sound familiar. Nazeth is a VIP. Opal Dragon, I know Opal. OPT Lawyer, definitely. Osmasius, yes. Pat, I don't think so. Philo, that I think I know that person, but do they still come around? Philo Paleo? Anyone?
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I've seen that person.
I'll put him as members right now. Perflict is a VIP. I know him. He's cool. Knows logic really well too. Powerful Magician. I don't know who they are. No, we'll move to VIP. I move from VIP.
Sure.
All right, I'll do
it. I can do it.
All right, go ahead.
Boom.
All right, Rez. Fuck that guy. No, I love Rez.
Yeah. Let's get rid of member too. Here we go. No member.
Does Rez
no
want to
VIP.
be a mod? No, I didn't. I was kidding about Rez.
No, I'm joking too.
Where'd you put him?
I fixed him.
Oh, okay. I think he kicked it from the server. No, there he is. Rez, do you want to be a mod, Rez? I don't remember. You're a VIP, Rez. But let's see, Roy. I don't know who that is. I'll get rid of moderator. Just put it as a member. He really did change your status, Rez. I'm not even lying. You're not in here, but he did. So move Roy, RM. Move the next one. Let's see, Roy, Ryan, Scotty, Seneca, and Seaver. I don't know any of them, so you can move all them. I'll help you here. We'll get it done fast. This is going to clean it up quite a bit. Let's see. Shannon VIP. Squishy, don't think so. Oops. All right. Team Skeptics VIP. The Wardy, don't know. Keep creepy reading. Keep the real non sequitur. Atheist Brony, I know. The Gigglers, fine. Tim, I do not know. I know Twisted Hippie and Wolfgang, I do not know. So how many did that move down to?
Some of these people weren't even like checked for members, so I tried to recheck them if they weren't.
Yeah, that's another thing. I should make sure they all have member. There still seems to be an awful lot of VIP, doesn't there?
I mean, we just went through them. Should we go through them again and
try to see
start flipping coins?
I don't know. Like I said, it seems like okay. Dr. Barron, I don't know who they are, so they.
Since when did I have permanent permission to come in here?
Because you have VIP status, which means you're always going to be able to see this.
How the fuck am I VIP? I'm
don't-
hardly in here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I tried to take it away, but
you super chat, so that's a VIP right there.
You should give me my own little category called Lurker.
We have a guy named Lurker that sits in here too, actually. Yeah. That cut it down quite a bit, but okay, let's see here. Anybody else? Did I just?
I don't know, but those criteria, I should be a VIP too then.
You are a VIP.
Oh, I am?
Go look. Yeah, get you see your own roles.
Oh, shit. I'm on this stupid phone. My wife's using the computer for tax.
Mobile simp.
I'm not sure exactly how often Punchy would be coming in here if you didn't want to make him a VIP. But I mean, like I said, he's
right. Yeah. I'm trying to minimize.
Moons.
I mean, that's fine. That's because I don't know him. I mean, Moon's VIP and Mod, but
Hmm.
I want to cut this down as much as possible. But
You should probably just kick the real non sequitur. Just
no, I love the real non sequitur.
I'm kidding.
Can't kick him. I'm gonna move the
Is Shannon
atheist
Q
bro.
even
I'm gonna move the
coming in?
atheist brony because he's not in here that much.
Is that actually Shannon Q's account?
Yeah.
Because I've never seen her in here.
I love Opal, but he's not around that much either, so I'm gonna move him to just member. He doesn't come in here. I think that's about it. I don't think I could really. Well, Max doesn't come around that much either, so I'm going to move Max down.
Maybe you need an intermediate category.
Yeah, we can always add another one. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. We might be able to put something in between member and VIP. I'll have to get with Bullinator for that.
Little staging category.
Well, yeah,
Well,
we'll call
frankly,
them
I think-
acolytes, initiatives, or something.
Maybe this is a point of contention, but I kind of think if you're worthy of being a VIP, aren't you worthy of being a mod too?
No, completely different things.
I have a
You
question.
reckon?
Yeah. Mods have
There's
responsibilities. VIP just means that you're a cool kid that gets to come in here.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of offline people, and they're set in their own category. Or any of these people also in the group?
Whom? The offline
Like
people?
when I was
Yeah, well, okay, that's a good point. The offline people we need to go through as well because they are
There's
just
like 188 of those.
they don't have well, I need to give them members and stuff like that, right? So I haven't done that. So that's going to be
Sweet.
that's a whole different ball game. But we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that.
Okay.
There's 180 members on the server. Let me get Bull. Let me see if Bull's available.
Poor zealots all the way at the bottom.
All right, see if he's available to help us in Discord. He's probably not. He's like, screw you, you're on your own. Right?
Can I make a suggestion? Can we make Al Rubel? Oh no, wait, Al Rubel is VIP. Never mind. Sorry.
All right, so let's see here. Okay, I'm here. Wait, he just messaged me. 1 sec. Shoot. Let's. All right, some of these names I'm not going to mention because I know who they are and I don't want them in the server. So I'm actually just going to kick them.
Himomaki's got a few names.
What do you mean?
I was looking through the offline, and yeah, there's 3 Himomakis.
Ah, he's popular. One sec. All right. He's a little busy right now. All right. So let me see. I'm gonna go. Let's go through these real quick. I gotta get back to my live chat so I can read that. Yeah, Boo's doing the shills right now. I forgot about that. Shoot. My bad. I didn't mean to step on them.
And there's you have more mods that are offline now too. Cheshire and Clockwork.
I think. Yeah, that's true.
They're the only 2, I think.
And Heretic Woman is a mod. And Kelly, who's that?
Heretic Woman passed away. I have a hard time removing her mods. I finally did it off the Great Debate community. She was a mod, what do they call it? A manager of the channel, and that was really hard to take her off that.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
And Nick Soder.
Nick Suter? Suter's mod, yeah.
Yeah. So you have about 12 mods ish.
Yeah, I think a few more would be good.
That's probably enough.
All right, let's do this real quick. Just go ahead and I'll start from the bottom. You start from the top. Let's just give all these people that are offline membership.
Membership only?
Yeah, just give them membership right now. So
Okay.
we don't miss anybody. And then I can go through later and I can edit out anybody that.
Yeah, I can't really see anybody on this list you wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I can't. There's only one that was possible, but the rest, I mean, I already went through that and I already checked it. So I'll start from the bottom and you start from the top. And let's just give all these people membership so they can actually find the room should they.
Hello.
Messages here.
But don't mess
Hey.
with the mods.
Hey, Messenger.
Or-
What's up, buddy?
How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Discord fun.
Yeah, I'm getting my earbuds in just so it's not giving any feedback if it is.
Yeah. See, all these people that have been, we have like 150 people right here probably that have been, that are offline that were never given membership roles, which means they can never find this particular room that we're in.
Right.
We just had 4 people show up, and they're all similar names.
Like what?
Z-Stroyer, Zanril, there's 2 of those, and Zephyrus. They all just popped up at once.
Yeah. Well, I can go through those and we'll look for like fake accounts and stuff like that.
I'm assuming
I get a
at
lot of
least
that on
one
my
of those is a sock account.
yeah, they're probably sock accounts. I get a lot of that on my I used to on my Great Debate community webpage, right? There was like a time where I had like 500 something names, of just like, and you could tell they were generated names, right? And I had to go through and clear them all out. It sucked.
And since you just let people know to come in, we've had 20 more additions to the list.
Nice. Is that
It
good or
went
bad?
from 183 to 203.
Well, like I said, I mean, I think a lot of them didn't realize that what the room we're in, because this room's hidden if you're not a VIP or not a member. Sorry.
Is it?
Yeah.
This specific.
This specific
call
room
okay.
is hidden if you're not a member. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I meant
your
to the
gate's
Discord
popping in and
server.
out.
My gate's popping in and out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's-
cut. It was cutting. I was
I've,
like, I
I've
don't know.
noticed that if I'm not right up to my mic on Discord, it does that. So if I do this, then it shouldn't pop out.
You need to hit that sweet spot on your audio settings for the when it'll. Are you doing push to talk?
No,
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
just the
need to
gate.
hit that sweet
it's
spot.
just the gate. I gotta change the gate, but I'll talk like this. So right now I'm close to my mic, so it won't be a problem.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Discord's a little bit different. If I was to talk like this when I do on YouTube, it would suck. But on Discord is the way I've got to be. Oh my God, I know this name. Who wants the honors of doing this? Okay, ready? now,
What's that?
who's the coolest person in here besides me right now? Steve's a narcissist.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Serious. I agree. So, Mr. Serious, do you see go down to the very bottom or near the bottom? You see that
Yeah.
name, the Evil Scotsman?
Ooh.
Do you know who that is?
I think I mean, I'm not real so bad with names. It's ridiculous.
Let's
but
play a
that
little
does.
game here. Whoever's watching this, who could if you know this when you're in here, hold off. Who the live chat can tell me who the evil Scotsman is? I heard somebody laughing. Do you know who it is?
I've heard not good things about this person.
Yeah. But you might know who it is then. Does
Maybe under the T's.
I think I have an idea who it is, but I could be wrong.
Well, if you know who it is, though, you can't be wrong, right? It has to.
No,
be
mine's
true.
a guess. Mine's a guess.
Right? It's not Flav. Why would it be Flav? And why would I kick Flav? I love Flav. No, this person is going to get me removed. But I don't care. I'm okay if people mention who it is. So, anybody know? Not really.
See them. Where are they?
All right, let's play a guessing game. We'll play 20 questions. I'm having fun with this. Might as well go with it, right? So, no. Like I said, this is somebody who's not. I'll give you hints. Well, no, I don't want to give you hints. Ask questions. Play 20 questions. Go ahead. Anybody start? Besides the one who think. Well, Master, you could ask too, I guess, maybe if you think you know who it is.
No,
Ask questions.
Yeah, let's play 20 questions, man.
Does this person wear sunglasses?
Not that I know of. Not that I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next.
The evil Scotsman.
I guess you knew him up to the point of the non-sec breakup.
Yeah, I mean, he's still alive. Well, they're still alive. I shouldn't give the gender away. Just says, are they from the GDC Google Plus days? Yes. That's 2 questions.
I'd ask where you see him lurking, but you don't go out much places that you don't associate with. So that's a.
Well, that's not a yes or no question. I'll tell you, they don't lurk anywhere.
I don't see them on the list. I'm having a trouble finding the name.
Them. I'm looking. I can't see them.
You guys really don't remember who this was? I'll tell you this: they don't even have internet access. Where they're at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Or maybe not.
Where are they on the list? I don't see them.
The Evil Scotsman. It's right above Jim Majors. Nope. Any more questions? Really? Nobody? All right. Well, who was laughing? Who do you think it is?
At first, I thought it was Heretic.
No. Yeah, Spooky Bed here got it. Matt Bell, obviously. Matt Bell. Do you guys know who Matt Bell was?
Hello to Mrs. Saber in the live chat.
As I said, I've heard not good things
Yes.
that I'm not going to repeat.
Yeah, Mr. Bell is serving life in prison pretty much for horrific things that he did in the UK. If you go look up Matt Bell UK, you'll see the horrific things that he did. And he was actually a part of the GDC a long time ago. We always knew he was a shitbag. That was kind of just a given. But we thought he was a shitbag because I thought he was just a contrarian who just was being a dick. His nickname was Bell End because he was a Bell End kind of guy. He was a dick. But it was far worse than that. But nobody has suspected that. I mean, it just was
Is he in
unimaginable.
this list, though? Because I don't see him anywhere.
Yeah, he's still in the list. He's in the members.
What? I don't...
Offline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
Jim
looked up and
Majors.
down that. I've seen him. Like, I've seen the list up and down. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, really? How come I see him? And you don't?
Above Jim Majors, I see tetragrammatic cleric or grammaton
Really?
cleric.
Okay, so you don't see that nonconformist and that evil Scotsman?
No.
Okay. Well, anyways, I will remove him. So, kick. I'm
Go
kicking
for
that
it.
though.
No great loss there.
All right. Well, that was fun. All right. So let's go back here. All right. Anybody else in here? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start just giving the rest of these people memberships. So you're right. There's a lot of Z's in here, isn't there?
There's someone in here who's named S.J. Thomason, and they're a VIP.
Well, yeah, I love SJ. Well, okay, I don't love
No,
SJ, but I mean, SJ's. I don't agree with SJ, but you know what? She's very, at least personable, and Yeah, she's
There's
she's
a
definitely, she's
mutual
definitely
respect.
VIP. Yeah, there's mutual
There's
respect.
mutual
there.
respect.
Yeah. And people say,
You get
well, you know, she
another-
says
I can't respect her, but
well, people say like, you know, she says horrible things. Well, yeah, okay. What am I supposed to do? Like, just alienate everybody that says horrible things?
I'm
Okay.
not about to tell you you have to kick her. Like, but
I mean, maybe we can change her mind on things. I've got her to listen to on other things. You know, she's started to listen a bit about her, you know, understanding of moral ontology after listening to me and Ozzy a little bit. So that's the goal, right? I mean, you can't change the minds of somebody if you just don't talk to them, right? If you don't associate with them, how do you change the minds of these people?
does
You
Tea
can't.
Shop ever show up in here?
No, nothing. But I'm going to keep him anyways as a member. In fact, you guys know that I'll be down in LA on the 16th and 17th, right? And on the 17th, I'm going to be having a discussion with T-Jump.
Is that the one
Another
moderated by
one?
James?
Yeah. So I did a part 1 in
Are you
here the
gonna
other
give
day. I'll
up?
do a part 2 in the next day or so, probably. But yeah, I mean, I was watching some of the other parts of that video, T-Jump's bloopers, and man, I really wish I would have finished that first, finished it earlier, because man, there is some golden nuggets of what the fuck in there.
I feel like we need
Seriously.
like a compilation of all the times he's like contradicted himself in the same bloody sentence or paragraph on video, and have it to the Nutcracker song.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, he was. I should have a separate hanging on it, but he was trying to resolve. He was talking to a Dr. Trent Daugherty, I think his name is, and he said he had resolved the is-ought problem, the Hughes guillotine, which I think there are ways around it. I think that's possible, sure, but not the way he did it. He basically said that he just describes the is, which is part of the descriptive thing. So the is-ought problem is that how do you get a prescriptive thing out of a descriptive thing, right? Because, you know, if you say, you know, man is an animal, therefore we should eat meat, right? Well, yes, we're an animal and animals eat meat, but what is the moral obligation? What makes it a necessity that we ought to do something just because we've evolved to do so? There's a missing gap there, right? So that's called Hughes guillotine, and he just basically makes all morality descriptive, which means I don't think he understands what the whole point of having morality is. Morality is not describing anything. Morality tells us what we ought to do. That's the whole point of having a moral framework is to kind of guide us in our actions of how we should go about doing stuff, right? If you just make it all
That's
descriptive,
exactly what it does.
yeah, so how does he make it all descriptive? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he's trying to frame it in a different way, and that's not what morals or what, you know, formulate our ethics and formulate laws really are. Your moral is your internal compass based on information experience in your, you know, growing up.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with that, right? It's just like,
yeah, but I'm saying it's innate in us. You don't get to describe it something different. Like, you know what, morals to me mean this. Your morals are there. They're as like you said, a guide to substantiate your physiological well-being, which means you have, you know, you're satisfying thirst and you're satisfying hunger, you're satisfying warmth, you're satisfying sleep, you're satisfying excretion and sex first. You know, our animalistic stuff, the stuff that's physiological, and our morals guide that meeting those needs, you know, whatever that means. Secondly, it gets into pleasure seeking of what feels good. And what feels good not only to us individually that doesn't bring harm to others, but what feels good communally that doesn't harm others.
Well,
and
no,
then
I would probably challenge that, and because if you start talking about morals and framework of how feeling good and you know, like that gets in the naturalistic fallacy, right?
But
you
when
don't
you
want to
talk
define
about the
good in terms of what how you feel or
I'm talking about what derives morals, not necessarily
derives.
of it coming to an objective morality. So when you talk about the things that drive people individually and communally to the things that they hold value to, which is what our morals are, they're driven from that standpoint. What's going to satisfy my physiological needs, what's going to satisfy my pleasure seeking, and what's going to satisfy my ability to avoid displeasure and dissatisfaction.
Yeah, no,
and then when you come to when you come together as a tribe, you have communal ones, and that's why you see different laws in different states. And you see, because the laws are originated as a governance over ethical standards, which support moral internal values.
The problem is, I'm not disagreeing with you, but when you start getting into like the laws and you start getting into deontological moral frameworks, right, which I don't necessarily subscribe to. But long story short, though, you agree you can't just form a moral framework out of a description. You can't resolve is ought by just saying morals is this. Okay, where's the other half of that? You're missing a huge chunk of the is ought if you just say morals. You describe things. Okay, well, how do you get to the ought? And just ignoring the ought doesn't solve the problem. That's what morals is. What you ought to do, normatively speaking.
Yeah, and I agree 100% with that.
It's
bizarre.
I
think that Dark Master. Who is that?
Dark? Dying?
It's like he's got some background chatter going.
Oh, I just sneezed.
Coronavirus.
Low-hanging fruit, Steve.
Yeah, well, somebody had to say it. He can affect us through Discord.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Wash
your mic, man. Moved. Wash your mic.
I have a friend in China that just moved.
I live in Mississippi. I don't.
They lived on the border of Wuhan province, so they're getting out of Dodge.
Yeah, I don't blame them. By the way, is somebody still helping me give membership to the offline people? I'm going from the bottom. Somebody still going from the top?
I don't have roles to help you out.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you want to give me roles, I'll help out.
I will temporarily give you, unless you want to be. Do you want to be a mod?
No. I just meant to help out here.
Okay, you don't want to be a mod?
I don't. It's not that I don't want to be a mod. I just don't think I have enough availability to do it. If that makes sense.
That's fine. I'm like halfway to the middle. I think Mr. Sirius was going from the top.
Yeah, I was. And then I saw somebody mess with one that I was doing, so I started in the middle and went up, and then I guess whoever messed with the one I was messing with stopped doing it. I went all the way to the top.
Yeah.
But I did skip some. I want to let you be the final judge. There's like about 10 or so between S and A that I didn't touch, so that you can make the judge on that.
Oh, we got to still do online. Holy shit! Online is 85.
Yeah, there's offline, online. Yeah.
God damn, this is gonna be painstaking.
Did you add me yet, Steve?
Yeah. Let me. Well, so do you want to help?
Yeah. So I said I'll help out.
I guess I got to make you mod temporarily then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got like a list of like hundreds of people.
Yeah, this is painstaking. There you go.
I almost feel like it might be better to just kick almost everyone on the offline list and just say, hey, if you want back in, just come back in.
Oh no,
no, because then you have to reset it up then too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at least then you've gotten rid of the actual people that are like.
I'll do the online.
I'm gonna do offline. I'm gonna start with offline.
Start with offline. I started from the bottom, so
because these are people who have at least joined the server since it's been up.
Yes.
So it's not like people from forever ago.
Yeah.
Is there a way to sort this list? That would be really.
Mine's alphabetical.
Yeah, I know, but I would prefer like recent activity or something like that.
That would be kind of cool, but no, I don't think there is.
Man, Discord is like fucking garbage.
I'm not getting everybody on the list.
Why is it yours? You should be. Yeah, you should be seeing everybody that's a member of the server. There's 200 people on the server, give or take, like 180.
I'm not getting.
Are you in the app or are you in the browser?
I'm in the app. When I started doing this whole thing on the offline, it was like 188. Now it says 235. I don't see extra people appearing, but you say there's hundreds, and now I'm finally seeing it that there's actually more than like 199, and
it shows 0 online right now, but that's wrong. I need to update that widget. That widget is off. If you look on the outside, it says 0 online. That's because my overlay is off. So I will fix that real quick, and I'll tell you how many people are even like online right now, because it's got to be a few hundred. So
yeah, where is the total online figure?
I don't think it's
really annoying.
I don't think it's internal. I have to use a widget for it for OBS. It's a status widget,
sake.
And so I'm going to make that right now.
Simple shit like that bothers the hell out of me.
Discord is a pain in the freaking. I'm telling you.
You know what's really sad?
Huh.
There was a program, I don't know, probably nobody here knows this program, but there was a program back in the day that was based on gaming. That was a lot like what Discord and Steam are now, but it was like the two combined. And it was like way back in 2003 called Xfire.
Mm-mm.
It has like all the features that like Steam and Discord have now, but it was like almost 2 decades ago. It's really sad because I don't know. There's just simple shit about Discord that really bothers me.
Never been a big fan about it. All right, let me see if this updates this. Yeah, okay, I just updated it. So there's 192 people online right now from this server. So it's got this. There's a substantial online presence with this server. Apparently.
I currently have 51 online and 237 offline.
Well, I don't know, because if you look at the Great Debate community, it says 192 online. I don't know where these numbers come from, though.
192 online. What? I'm looking at the Great Debate community in Discord.
I'm looking at the widget that says 192.
Oh, the widget.
Kino, I needed to come back in because the link you had was jacked. So I sent you a new link on Facebook. Come on in so I can give you actual roles. So if you got time, Kino, to come on in. Oh, I mean, somebody says there's a bot for that. That might be talking about the sorting. All right.
In the last 10 to 15 minutes, the offline has gone from 183 to 242, and it keeps climbing.
I don't know.
Yeah, the same thing's happening to me. I don't see very many people that are on the offline thing that need to be checked. Like, most of them are gray to me. Like, there's like about 15 yellows.
Really? I see there's I have like right here
I see a lot of yellow.
72 offline. How many do you see?
I'm gonna close it and reopen it. I'll be right back.
There's in the offline for me, there is currently 248 now, and there's about 40 odd VIPs in there.
Huh. I don't know why it's different for everybody.
1 or 2 admins and like 3 mods, 4 mods if you include Heretic.
Unless these online people have got to be members of the server. So, J Dale, $2. Thank you, J Dale. That must be his $2 that you get from being a red. Was it a red? YouTube Red. Yeah. I didn't know that, but yeah, until well, I knew. I mean, it's been a while, but I mean, for people that I guess have YouTube Red, they get $2 using super chats for the month, from what I understand.
Holy shit! Do I really get that?
I don't know. That's what I had heard. I think that's the case.
No, yes.
Is that true? Yeah. Okay.
YouTube never notified me of this.
YouTube.
It's right there. It's right there in when you sign up.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think YouTube Red is a pretty good deal for some people. I don't really need it especially because I don't really use my phone that much. Because it's nice you can actually like put things in the background.
See.
But
it just saves me from having to use an ad blocker on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I like YouTube Red. People that YouTube Red that watch your stuff's good. You get paid for that. What? Go ahead. Who's calling me? I keep hearing my name.
Twice and trades and layers and layers.
Dark, are you okay, man?
Yes. I put something in the chat.
Okay.
Because my mic is not.
Yeah, it says get like background. All right, Kino, just come in when you get a chance, and I'll fix you. So. Yeah, y'all can have a bot automatically give roles. Yeah, probably. But I want to go through these at the same time, so it's kind of good. I have to go through this manually.
Yeah, YouTube Red doesn't seem to offer, at least Australian viewers, any kind of $2.
Australia.
It's not listed here.
All these people that are online, I don't recognize a lot of these names, but I'm going to give them roles anyways, or at least member.
Yeah, sometimes they have different names than their YouTube names.
That's that's.
My username is the same.
I mean, they can change it.
Yeah, it's just hard to know who's whom, right?
And I've heard you can change them per channel too, and I haven't figured out how to do that. But I was like,
I change it.
But we're just going through these roles and getting them all cleaned up a little bit. Because I noticed a lot of people were coming in before, but they couldn't find the room because they didn't have member, right? So
I can't see anybody without roles. Where are the people without roles?
They're in white. They show up as white
or gray.
Or gray. Yeah, I guess that's how. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're scrolling through, you'll see people like that are like kind of like bluish, and you'll see people that are kind of white or grayish. And you'll know those are the ones without a role still.
Exactly. And I'm going through all the gray ones right now that are
yeah, me too.
Online, and I'm giving them.
I'm doing the offline right now.
I can't see them. I can't see anybody without roles. Why not?
Anybody who's
Are
gray.
you do you see the different colors of the names on the right even for offline?
For offline people, I can only see people who are members. Like if I right click on somebody's name and I remove the role of member, so nothing's checked, they disappear off my right list completely.
That's odd.
Interesting.
That is weird.
So you're only seeing members, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that everyone there's a setting that when people don't have any roles, they're considered everyone as at everyone. When you at everyone,
At everyone, yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a setting for that you have to turn on, or it doesn't show it for you.
So where do I find that?
Because usually it's just so that for you. It's just so that hold on.
Which chat are you using for the members' voice?
The chat should be member's voice should be. I thought it was a member's voice chat, but maybe not.
There's a GDC voice chat.
No, that was a member. Well, where'd it go? That's a good question. I thought that was a member's voice chat, but maybe I'm not. Try Stream Live then. The Stream Chat. Yeah, we've been using the Stream Chat. That's what we've been using.
Right now, we're in the members' voice chat. We're not in the VIP.
We're not in the VIP. This is just for members, right? But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're in the members chat right now.
Yeah, we're using the Stream Chat for the chat. Right.
But you're going to have one also that's the VIP probably chat. Not for special things.
Should we? I don't see why.
Well, it depends on what you're doing that night and who you want to pop in.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, there's bots for lots of things on Discord nowadays. So.
All right. Let's see here. How are we coming along on the roles here?
There's also a bot with that shows you info about your Discord, so how many members accurately, so you the people on Discord and everything.
There's a bot for everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
Hey, want to do this? There's a bot for that.
There's probably a bot for bots.
Yeah. Is there a bot to find bots? Because I don't know how to do the bots.
Find bot. There's a bot. Yes, there is.
God.
Maybe there's a Jesus bot.
Is there a bot?
There's a bot.
Is a bot to find Jesus?
Because there's a bot like that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bot like that.
There's a Jesus bot. That would be cool.
Now you need a bot that calls out your fallacy.
Ooh, a fallacy
bot. There's a website for all the bots for Discord. And then you can search anything on there, and then there's probably a bot for it.
Yeah. Like the Deepak Chopra bot.
There are some of those Discord bots that are actually like self-learning robots that actually like scan all the messages.
Oh, great. Skynet.
For certain things. Pretty much.
Skynet.
Pretty much.
There you
go. But I'm okay with that personally.
Or is it Microsoft AI?
What's the difference?
No, there's a few companies involved, including DeepMind.
Ooh.
By the way, does Microsoft AI work the way it looked? I mean, I was watching a show on The Resident, and they were using Microsoft AI for like 3D, what do they call it? What do you call augmented reality?
Spot.
Is it really like that?
This is Jesus
Yes and
spot.
no.
Yeah, but they took a bit of license there.
Wait, there's a bot to see Jesus.
Literally says, Jesus, it's time for Jesus to return and save Discord servers from demons and thoughts.
Oh God.
What?
That's
hilarious.
Fuck's sake.
I've got 5 hours and 12 minutes remaining on this. It's from Descartes to Derrida.
What is it for?
Sounds like philosophy.
Has anybody ever tried out some of the great courses?
No, but I've watched like the Yale and the Stanford and I think it was Oxford. I think they would have like online courses, videos, but I never did the actual course.
These are just the lectures. Like you can get them on Audible and stuff.
Yeah, I've listened to the lectures. Yeah, oh yeah, I love them. They're fantastic, actually.
That's what I'm on now. I got 5 hours left here.
I love those things. They're very informative. Hey, Oshkosh,
I did find
I'm
maybe
you a VIP, by the way.
An easier way to do this.
Yeah.
On the upper left-hand corner, next to the Great Debate Community thing, if you click the little gear next to the G.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh crap! Where do I go from here? I did this a second ago, and now I can't do it. Hold on.
It's okay. I don't want an easier way. I actually want to go through all these the first time. So. Because I'm actually like enjoying this to see who's actually a member, who's not.
Well, I found a way that I can actually see the whole list, and now I can't remember how to get back to it.
You had it, then you screwed it up?
I screwed it up because I wanted to kind of go through it with everybody to show everybody how to do it, and I'm not good at Discord.
You were so
he stumbled
close.
across it.
Yeah.
He stumbled across it.
He was right there. He had it. I don't know. I'm dude. I'm not your Discord guy. Trust me.
Okay, I see. I think I know what I did. I got it. Okay, I can do that again. All right. If you click on the Great Debate Community up in the upper left, just not the gear, but the G or anywhere on the name, and then go to server settings.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom left, members.
Okay.
Then you can just click on the plus and give people things through just the plus, and I can see all the members.
Oh, well, that works for you.
You did what?
He went to the name of the very top left.
Yeah.
Clicked on it.
I've got notification settings, privacy settings, change nickname.
You have server settings?
Nope.
No, not high. He's not high enough level.
Yeah, I'm pretty high, so
he's not 33 level Mason yet. Kino asked, "What's the reason for using Discord? Can you explain to me before I go in?" Discord is just a way for people to talk, because Google Hangouts is no longer around, so people are going back to Discord to use it as a communication thing for.
Oh, you got to go back to the old school communication. Roger Wilco. Yeah, it was one of the first.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Programs for gamers.
Yeah.
Blab.
Like didn't they have flights? People like using flight simulators.
They used it for that, for anything that was team based.
Yeah, and then it became. Then there was Mumble. Then there was TeamSpeak.
Yep. TeamSpeak and Ventrilo was the other one.
I hated Ventrilo.
I remember Ventrilo.
That was my World of Warcraft days, man.
Yeah, that's what we used to. We used Ventrilo, and then I started a server for Discord that didn't work too well. And then we had TeamSpeak. But yeah, Ventrilo sucks.
It was better than all the alternatives at the time.
Not really.
Oh, what was the other one? GameSpy. Bought out.
Oh,
somebody.
God. Oh, GameSpy was fucking terrible.
All right, I think we've gone through them all. I think we're done, actually, for the most part. All right, Kawasa, 5001. Less into AI, but more into robotics myself. You guys should check up on the latest Boston Dynamics robots. They're awesome. I have, dude. I've looked at Boston Dynamics, and they are pretty cool. They finally seem to have figured out a little bit how to actually get a robot to walk more like a human.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, you ever see the Boston Dynamics parody video Where
Yes.
that was freaking a riot, dude.
Core Digital, that one.
Yeah, I can't. What are they called? The name of the people that did it?
Corridor Digital.
Quarter Digital. Oh my god, that was hilarious. The damn thing just like, took off and
took off with the dog. Or
took off the dog.
animal.
Yeah. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, the amount of CGI they had to go in and mapping they had to do with that.
They did. There's a video on how they had to do it. There's a video on that.
Yeah, I saw that. The behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Steve, you have a super chat from Quasa.
This one I just read.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't need any more mods for the live chat. This is just for the Discord, not for the live chat.
There's bots to help out with stuff.
Although I will make a few. Like I said, I don't need a lot of mods because I don't want to see a lot of blue, but I will make some exceptions. Kwasa, you are going to be a mod for this channel, whether you like it or not. Sorry.
Yeah, he really should be.
I know.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. Sorry. Hang on. I just imposed. I had an imposition of will, and I just violated him. Do you realize this? This is not what he wanted.
I mean, you did the same to me. So.
Yeah, what else is new?
Both times I asked for no mod, and he gave it to me anyway.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, whatever. I don't care what you say. Here's this. Yeah, take it. You'll take it, and you'll like it.
Or you'll be banned.
Exactly.
I don't even want that fucking responsibility.
What responsibility? You ain't gotta do shit. You just don't have to worry about any slow mode stuff, really. Yeah, it's not like it's that difficult to mod for these channels anymore. I mean, we've kind of gotten rid of all the people that were toxic, right? So it's not that hard to mod right now. Cross is like, I've been blued.
You've been blued.
Did you order the code red?
Code blue, code blue.
You can't handle the truth. But
I did my job. Did you order the code red?
Yeah, when the people may not recognize that the imposition of what does T-Jump say? He calls morality, if it's not moral, then it's an imposition of will, right? So he thinks for some reason, and Messenger reveals, you might be aware of this, T-Jump's moral theory, that his involuntarily imposition of will would extend to like rocks. So if a rock fell on your head, the rock would be immoral. And half the time I'm sitting here going, is Chi-Jump poeing? Is he just being a Poe? I mean, I between his
No.
and his stipulative uses of atheism, his moral will argument, is he just that far removed from philosophy that he doesn't understand that these are absurd, or does he actually think they're good arguments, or does he being a Poe? I don't know at this point, man.
He actually thinks that's a good argument.
I think he thinks it's a good argument because when he gets into a hard deterministic from a physics perspective, he doesn't differentiate humans from anything else.
That makes no sense, though. The whole point of having moral theory is because we're humans and we have morality as objects of moral consideration.
I agree. I think he looks at things like he's trying to become as robotic in his persona as he can.
It's freaking ridiculous. Chad $2 says, Steve, thanks for having this platform. Good night. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Like, I think he's probably trying to become the first transcendent AI.
Good night.
Well, I mean,
I'm a hard determinist, and I think he's loopy.
I am a soft determinist, but still, we're both determinists. I don't understand half the stuff he's talking about, and he throws out things out like they're somehow defeaters and these things that I'm like, these have absolutely no relevance to your argument here. When I'm listening to him talk to like Trent Daugherty, I was like, damn, dude, you sound so inept right now. Because Dr. Daugherty was just killing him.
It's pretty clear when you listen to Chi-Jump, he doesn't actually understand the subject matter. Except on a very surface level.
He has a very inability to empathize.
This is true. I think both those are correct. Real quick, YouTube shirt in general, do you want to be a mod in the Discord? You would have to actually come into the Discord to do that. But let me know.
I have an idea about that. I mean, I'm totally layman, but I like to try to piece together how people think because I'm very interested in why people think differently than I do. But one thing that I've seen, I could be completely wrong, is that people will have like a belief that is very comforting, and then they can make connections between that belief that it's comforting, that they have to protect, and then the one that they're arguing. Like there's a connection there in their mind that nobody really gets.
I agree with you, and he seems to think there's things there that nobody else gets, and I think I might have an explanation for that. So hear me out on this. I think it might be possible. Again, this is conjecture. That he's not like me. It seems like he learned philosophy on his own, right? We were not formally trained. I took critical thinking in college, which was just a course on informal logic, which was basically fallacies, right? That's still philosophy. But other than that, what I learned about epistemology, I've had to learn on my own. I think he's been the same thing. And when you learn things on your own, it's a lot more difficult to understand the concepts completely. And we all have misconceptions when we learn about certain things. I've had to get over some misconceptions. I've had to relearn stuff. And I wanted to learn the topic. I don't think he really wants to learn it. That's why I think he's probably self-trained like myself, but he's gotten so many misconceptions that he doesn't want to fix. And somebody who is a layperson like myself seems to be able to spot those things. As somebody who's been there, done that, right? Because I know that I have misconceptions.
Right. It could also be that he sees all this stuff from his perspective, where he's made those connections, to his comfy spaces, and that's all he can see it from. Like he can't empathize with other people's positions on these things. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but I would think that could be a possibility.
Quite possible. Oh shoot! I just realized. Hey, Kawasa, you still out there? I didn't see Kawasa's ID, goddammit, before I made him a mod. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Some donations for Dono guy was like, Steve made all his mods so ID, so he knows who they are, and I'm like, what? That never.
Your gate's
happened.
cutting again, so get close to the mic.
Yeah, I can tell. God damn it, I'm gonna fix that right now. But yeah, so there. I mean, I've never ever asked anybody for ID.
Just increase the sensitivity settings. It should help a little bit.
Yeah, hang on. I'm fixing the gate thing right now.
Now, has Steve asked for dick pics for mods? That's a completely different.
Well, yeah, I can't say that's never happened, but yeah.
Wait, was it an actual rumor that happened?
Yeah, that was an actual rumor. Yeah.
Oh,
I shit you not. I'm not even exaggerating. It's like the rumor mills are bizarre as shit, man. That was definitely a rumor that was out there, and I'm like, really? I don't know any mod that would say that, because that never happened. Even if I gave you one, you
wouldn't get anything out of it, so it's fine.
I had to find out about this server from another GDC for something like that.
Yeah, there's others that emulate. So real quick, hang on one sec. If I to change my sensitivity, I just move the mouse down to the left, and that should fix the gate, make it a little bit less sensitive.
Pick up lower things, you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down to minus 80 dB. Actually, you know what? Maybe we move the gate altogether. No, that just stays on, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so testing audio 1 2 3 4. Okay, that actually worked better. Let me know if it cuts out now, but no, I think it's actually a lot more sensitive now. I don't have to I can actually talk from being back here.
You sound great so far.
All right.
Yeah, unless you have a lot of background noise or kids screaming in the background like I do at times, you don't really need a gate.
All right, Mr. YouTube Surgeon General, I just gave you VIP and members. You should be able to find the room right now. Neighbor the Beast gave you members as well. So now try to come into the room. YouTube Surgeon General. Has YouTube Surgeon General ever been on voice? I don't remember. It's been that long. Has he been on? When's the last time he did a voice?
I can't remember.
Yeah. So, fun fact: I'm as you guys know, I've been facilitating these conversations with Dr. Russ Humphreys from Institute of Creation Research. The young Earth creationist guy, and I've been facilitating conversations with him and Dr. Shea and Dr. Hinkie, and now they're starting to talk to each other, but they're sending me carbon copies of stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, Dr. Humphreys is actually having a civil dialogue. I'm impressed, because usually young Earth creationists are so skittish, especially when they've been shown to be wrong, and he actually admitted that he was wrong, so at least somewhat. So it's a start.
Well, at least he's learning.
Yeah. Dick Dawson, I just
Took me
gave
a
you
long fucking
VIP.
time.
So
Took me a long fucking time to get over that YEC shit. Way too fucking long.
and sorry, Dick, I didn't mean to step on you, Dick. If you were running on the shills earlier. Sorry.
Out of context, that sounds so funny.
I didn't mean to step on the dick.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that because that just.
Some people have to pay for that treatment.
Right? Yeah. Some people enjoy that stuff. I'm not one of them.
Has anybody ever seen anything related to the Pain Olympics?
God, no.
No.
I regret it.
Yeah, I bet so.
There's some weird shit out there, man.
That's some morbid curiosity right there, buddy.
I'm not into that stuff.
No, someone told me about the Pain Olympics, and I was like, what is it about? Like, what do they do? And he just goes, well, just search it. And then I regretted it instantly.
I know people who are into that stuff.
Yeah, it reminds me of that one guy who did a. Remember the Ig Nobel Awards, right? The Nobel Awards that are given to the most useless crap, right? So this guy did a study on bee stings, and he let him bee sting himself like 100, 200 times, or whatever it was, and he was testing out the pain levels, and of course he was testing it all over his body. And I'm like, oh, hells no.
Can't you OD on bee sting venom?
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, you could be allergic to bee sting venom, but maybe he just isn't allergic to it, or.
But even if you're not allergic, there should be a certain toxicity.
Well, I don't think he did it all at one time.
Your body can't stand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Steve, post the Discord in the live chat again.
Sure. It's actually in the video description, but sure. There you go. So did YouTube Surgeon General find the room? He's able to get in?
Yeah, that's what they were asking for, the link.
Yeah, I still can't see non-members in the list.
Really?
Yeah, I need to buy it then. Because.
All right, so, Mr. Serious, one thing you should, since you're kind of new to the Discord, when people join the Discord, this particular one there, I think they automatically start off as server muted, which means they can't not talk. And so, in order for them to talk, you have to actually go in and unserver mute them. Make sure that they have a proper, mic and headphones and avatar and all that stuff, and then they can give them membership, and then they can come in here. Yeah.
See, I think my issue is that if somebody comes in here and they don't have anything checked, I can't see them at all.
Yeah, that's an
I literally
issue,
had to go through that.
See them either.
I went through that whole background thing to try to, see who all the people on there. And when I clicked them on the member, when I go over to my offline, it's like 300 people now that people actually have something checked in their box. It was like 100 something when we first started.
That's weird. Because I mean, the only other higher thing is admin, but I only have Bullinator, Dave McGinnis, and Scott Gurton for admin, and I don't. Scott's not even that around that much. I'm happy to have Scott as an admin for this Discord. He has been since day one. He was also an admin in the original Great Debate community on G+, but he's not that active. He's active on my Facebook. I talk to him a lot on Facebook, but he's not active on this particular Discord. So I don't know. I moved him down to mod, but I guess Bullinator put him back to admin, which is fine.
Is there perhaps a way to change the preferences on mods and what they can see or their permissions or something?
Possible.
Ask Bull about that.
Let me find out.
Because if mods can't see non-members, that sort of defeats the point.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. All right, so let me go into roles here. Let's see. No, that's settings. How would I find out roles for?
Go press the setting. Press the top the top menu for the server, and go to it should say server settings, and then go down to roles, and then look at the permissions.
All right, so go down to okay, wait. If you click, I see server settings. Go down to server settings. All right, and then go to roles, and then go to mod. Okay, so let's see here. View audit log, manage server, manage roles, manage channels.
Settings for seeing members. I think
Only admin I want to manage channels. Kick members, yes. Ban members. Should mods be able to ban members?
Depends.
I'm gonna leave
I mean,
it
you're
for
only
kick right
putting
now.
trusted people in the mod list anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Unless you just
ask.
wanna
I'm
leave
gonna
it to
ask
the
Billionaire's
admins.
opinion on that. I'm just looking to see where. I don't see anything that sees members. Just members.
Well, I mean,
I don't think
an
there's a
admin
role
would
for
be able
that.
to like,
I think
an
there's
admin would be able to
that.
kick or ban a mod. So, yeah, I think mods should be able to kick and ban anyone below them.
Yeah, I would think so too. But I'm gonna wait. But they can definitely kick. That's set. But I don't see anything to view anything. There's just the only thing mods don't have is administrator, view audit log, manage server, manage channels, ban members, manage emojis, manage webhooks, and manage messages. That's it.
Yeah, you have a role for new members that come in, right? Or no?
Yeah. That's under introductions. Yeah.
Right.
Like, is there a distinguishing factor between permaban and timed ban? Because if there is, then you could give mods timed ban only.
Time ban and perma ban people.
I don't know.
That's kind of.
Yeah, I'll just wait for Billionaire on that. Like I said, he is the primary admin, so.
Is there a way to give people who join like a temporary kind of something checked on their box so I can see them and then I can mess with it after that? You know?
You mean start like have them automatically have members?
Yeah, just some kind of category, like not members yet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. I think that what you could do is that way it'll so that you can see, but so they have a role, right? So they have a role, but it won't allow them to come into here like a temporary role. Yeah, I think we can say that. Yeah.
Okay, Steve,
and
how many
so-
offline members do you see?
Okay. In the video it says 192 offline. How many members do I see internalized?
No. Like in the offline section, what's the number next to it?
Let's see. Members, I see 113. Offline, it shows 370.
Okay, now I'm getting the same number as you because I don't know who did what at some point, but it was like.
Oh, I know why, because I
something
gave them all.
just a minute
I just
ago.
went through all those, and we went through all of them and gave them all members.
Oh,
you couldn't
okay,
see
gotcha.
you couldn't see them until they had members. That's why.
Yeah, it was like 240 something like a minute ago. Now it's at 370. So.
Right, because we just went through all of. That's what we've been doing, is going through and giving all those people membership. And some of them I got to go through and still give them some VIP, like Astronomy Live. I just give VIP and stuff. So I started from the bottom. Somebody else started from the top, and then we kind of met in the middle.
I did. I started from the top, but I couldn't see apparently like half the people. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Me and Mr. Serious had the same issue.
I see. Well, I went through them all. They look like they all have it now. So.
Yeah, literally every person I click on at least has member.
Yeah. So that makes sense because 380 members now are showing offline, which is about right. This server had about 400 members to it. It was not small.
I thought it was like 500 plus at one stage, and then this.
Usership percentage says mods should be able to ban. They need to obey channel rules or get demoted or kicked by admin. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I kind of agree with him on that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to trust. I don't want to start changing channel set. The way Bull set this up, and I don't want to mess with anything without really checking with him.
How does Discord not distinguish that there's a difference between timed ban and permaban, and not being able to give separate permissions for each of those?
I agree with you. It should have a temporary, like on Facebook, an admin can mute somebody for like a day, right?
This is basic shit that should be in the fucking program.
That's where the bots come in. That's why, because I don't know. Discord doesn't have that.
Oh, a bot will let you do that?
Yeah, bots will let you do that. There's a bot for that.
There's a bot for everything. We've already decided that.
Specific stuff.
Yeah, there's a bot for salvation. So YouTube share in general, I think you're right. But like I said, is Bull free now? Let's see if he's free. He should be done.
No, we need a coronavirus bot.
Okay, James from Modern Database want me to come have a slumber party with him. I love you, James. No. No. No means no, dude.
Keep your pants on.
I can only see that going badly.
With T-Jump? Yeah. Yeah, no. I might have breakfast with him, but I still can't believe I'm going all the way down to LA for that.
I wouldn't be able to stand 10 minutes in the same room.
Yeah.
But that's me.
COVID-19 mod. Yeah, randomly just ban members. Yeah. You're part of that 1 point something%. Yes. Yeah, no, I think Bullinator will agree. I still want to run it back him. Past him, back him. I mean, past him. All right, Kino, you have members now. Yay. Kino, you get VIP too, because I love you.
Should do plagued inked and call my virus COVID-19.
Yeah, did you guys hear that? There's like they were saying like if there was going to be a next pandemic, there was going to be a COVID type virus. So COVID-19 is just a variant of existing coronaviruses.
Did you see where the CDC?
Sorry, go.
I see where the CDC you watch The Walking to prepare for the coronavirus coming.
The Walking Dead.
They said to watch The Walking Dead for tips on how to prepare for the pandemic.
Oh God.
And now everybody's over at Costco buying up all the toilet paper, all the bottled water.
Oh, please.
Machete.
Yeah, it's
surgical masks.
It's coronavirus date 2019, right? I mean, the 19 stands for the date. Co means corona, vi means virus, and D means disease. So COVID-19 is coronavirus disease 19.
For fuck's sake. Conspiracy
2019.
theories.
I knew that.
And if you watch Walking Dead, eventually you'll learn that all you really have to do is hide in a church, and God tornadoes will save you.
And pray.
But there's no holy water, so you can't be blessed.
Back in my day, the big scare was necrotitis fasciitis.
Oh, isn't that flesh-eating disease?
Yeah. Everybody's thinking they're going to get necrotitis fasciitis. Matter of fact, have you ever watched? I noticed something. I watch a lot of these medical shows, right? I watched The Resident. I watched Chicago Med. I watched, early Grey's Anatomy and all that. I mean, pretty much all of them. And you know what? They all seem to draw from the same kind of thing. All of them have something on necrotitis fasciitis, right? And matter of fact, it was so bad how much they draw the other day. I had watched an episode of Chicago Med that had to do with vampires, right? They were like, we're vampires, but they have that sun disorder, right?
I remember that episode.
Yeah, and then I watched the same fucking type of thing, similar. They didn't have he didn't have the skin thing, but they had the same thing with these two. This patient comes on as a vampire, and I'm like, man, can't they get anything like new? They're all so much similar.
Maybe they're pulling it from episodes of ER.
Yeah, I'm sure all of ER probably had them too. I didn't really watch ER, but
20 seasons I think ER had, or almost ran for.
Oh, a lot of these medical shows are very, 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 very similar, and I don't know why I watch them, but I just do, like The Good Doctor and.
Now you got to watch Dr. Pimple Popper.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't have that. I'm not going to call it disorder, but that need to watch people pop stuff. I don't have that thing. So other people do this. It's a psychological thing. I don't. Yeah, I think YouTube's Surgeon General's right. They ran out of names for movies and topics, right? I mean, everything's a reboot. Everything's just a variation of a theme nowadays.
Reboot, retcon, whatever.
How often do they have any new stuff? Not often.
I'm okay with reboots if they bring something new to the table, or if they do a different interpretation of it.
Like they did with Star Trek?
Yeah, I actually happen to like the new Star Treks, and
Picard's
I'm not going to
pretty
apologize
good.
for it either.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the.
I don't like
Voyager.
Discovery. I like Picard.
Discovery, yeah, Discovery. I'm not a big fan of.
I like the J.J. Abrams movies.
Oh yes, lens flare galore.
Yeah, I thought Picard. You know what? I was listening to Undoom talk about Picard with a couple people the other day on his channel, and I really like Undoomed, but I think it was a little unfair to Picard because I hadn't watched it yet, and I was like, man, this sounds like it's gonna suck. But then I watched it and I'm up to date on it, and I'm like, this only 7 episodes. I'm like, this is actually pretty good. This isn't that bad. I mean, look past the whole. I mean, I don't know why they have like one hologram for like 4 or 5 things. Like there's an emergency medical hologram, emergency, concierge, helmsman. I think that was odd, but he did point that out, and I kind of agreed with them. But overall, I thought Picard was pretty good so far.
Well, you should come join us on Jared's Discord. We watch it Thursday around 6:30.
Yeah, I might.
We do a showing in Discord.
Real quick, YouTube Surgeon General. You want to do a mic thing? So do you want to did you want to be a moderator for this this thing? But you have to have a mic. House getting mod.
Just,
That kind of helps.
Yeah.
just use all caps. It'll get their attention.
Just use all caps.
I would like to be a mod.
Do I have to? He has roles. I mean, he's not server muted.
Yes,
he may not have his mic option set up either, except for push to talk.
Yeah, I need that. But I need that before. I mean, I know who he. I mean, he's been around a very long time. So I don't trust him. I just need to make sure that he knows how to do this stuff and he can actually be on voice, right?
Yeah, he's texting in live chat.
Yeah, I know. I see him.
Yeah.
But I'll wait till everything's operational.
Jay Brown.
Hey, thoughts by Jay Brown. What's up, buddy? It's been a while. Come on in so I can give you roles too. Thoughts by Jay Brown.
There's a horror movie reboot that came out and that I wanted to watch because I've seen the original two. This is the second time it got rebooted, and so I was.
Which series?
It's The Grudge, something like that, horror. The Grudge and something like that. Japanese horror movie at first, but yeah.
I mean, even the first Grudge movie wasn't particularly interesting to me.
Yeah,
the reboot, the American reboot, or the
the original.
Yeah, I didn't watch the originals. I should probably watch Ringu one day because I love The Ring, the first one.
Holy crap, that movie is the scariest movie
I
have ever
love
seen.
that movie, dude.
It's good movie, but fuck, did it scare the fuck out of 12-year-old me.
I gotta tell you, the Ring, the American version, the very first Ring in America, which that was the second scariest movie I've ever seen in my life. The first one was The Exorcist.
What, the American version?
Yeah. Was the Japanese version worse?
Oh, it was so bad. The American version's shite.
Really? So the Japanese. All right, I watched the Japanese version, but that's subtitled, right? Clearly, it has to be subtitled.
Have y'all seen the freaking the Ring versus the Grudge?
Oof.
The Ring. wait, there was a movie, The Ring versus the Grudge.
Yes, there was.
Oh,
yes, there was.
Was that America?
Nope, that was a Japanese movie. Japanese.
Damn it. I can't. I'm not against Japanese flicks. I can't do subtitles very well.
Or was it the Conjuring series?
The Conjuring.
Has anyone watched any of Orphan Black?
I love Orphan Black. Yeah, great series.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
great series.
Although I haven't watched the last season.
Version of it.
I haven't watched the scene in the last season, so no spoilers.
No spoilers. Excellent show, excellent ending. But there's a Japanese version of it, and it's actually not that bad, and they have their own twist on it. It's actually pretty good.
Now, wait, is Orphan Black done with? Is it terminated? Canceled?
Yeah, it's finished. It's got a definitive end.
Good. I like that because I watched first three seasons. I think it's the fourth one that's out now.
There's 5.
There's 5. Okay, so I think I have 2 seasons to go.
The 5th one's a little shorter than the first 4. It's only 3 or 4 episodes shorter.
If you like that, you might also like. There's what's the name of it? It's with Natasha Lyonne. Man, it was so good too. I only had 1 season so far. What was I thinking of? What's it called?
Young Pope and the New Pope. I saw that series.
Yeah, but what's it called? She plays a Russian doll. That's what it is. Russian doll.
Oh yes.
Oh my God, that was fucking good. First of all, I love her anyways. I love Natasha Lyonne, and by the way, she looks better now than she ever did. I mean, she's sort of those amazing women that gets better with age. Oh, she's so hot.
I don't know how Tatiana Maslany didn't win an Emmy every single year Orphan Black was on.
That was good, yeah, because she played so many roles, right?
Fuck me.
Yeah, she was brilliant.
So many different personalities, and you buy that she's a different person.
Oh, each individual one she had. Yeah.
And when she's playing a different clone, that it's actually trying to play a different clone.
She's good at it, right?
To fool people is like, what?
She's playing a clone who's impersonating another different clone. Yeah. Yeah, cool, right?
It's like watching Tootsie.
But go watch Russian Doll, because like I said, I'm a huge fan of Natasha Lyonne ever since I was a kid. She was in a movie called But I'm a Cheerleader, and it was brilliant. I just didn't really. Certain people can just act, and she's a natural actress.
What's Russian Doll about? Just like a quick rundown.
I just had it up on IMDb. Hold on.
Okay, well, I don't want to give her too much from it. It's kind of a hard thing to kind of explain in a way. It's a dark comedy, and she basically you've seen Groundhog Day, right? So every day she is at a party, and every day she wakes up again at the party, and she
okay.
yeah. So just she's in this continual time loop, and everything every new iteration is a different change in the timeline.
Oh,
Does that sound like a movie that sounds like a movie some people try to make?
It's so good, it's ridiculous.
I feel embarrassed I didn't remember her name because I watched all 7 seasons of Orange is the New
Right?
Black.
I love Orange
so
is the New
now I
Black.
feel
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah.
Another brilliant series, by the way.
Awesome series.
See,
never
I like
watched it.
you people. I like people that like similar kind of shows. That tells me they understand the complexity of these types of shows, right?
I don't think I've watched any of those because.
You didn't
I
watch
also
Orange is the New
just-
Black?
Oh, when it came out, I just it was people told me to watch it all the time that I just didn't want to
It's
watch
so
it anymore.
good.
Did anybody here watch Alias
I know
Long
of
time
it.
ago.
with Jennifer Garner?
Yes, Jennifer Garner. Yeah, and that didn't last very long though. Yeah.
Oh, it lasted a while. It was a good 5 seasons.
Yeah, I don't think so. Did it last 5 seasons?
Yeah, it was 5 seasons.
I remember I started watching. I think I watched the first.
I have the entire DVD collection. So
I think the reason I stopped watching Alias because I was just not a Jennifer Gardner fan. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, I'm hooked on Blacklist right now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was right about the Blacklist. If you guys remember, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but last year or so, I should have put a spoiler alert, but it was just my opinion. But I was like, I'm telling you right now that red is not red, right? I'm telling you the bones in the bag are actually, red. And people are like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you that's what's going to happen,
wait, what show is this?
The Blacklist.
Oh, the Blacklist. Yeah, I've not seen that.
I watch a lot of TV at night because I'm when I'm doing stuff, I'll put on a show while I'm writing my blog, or whatever. I want something on the background like white noise, but some shows I pay more attention to more than others. I do pay attention to the Blacklist.
Yeah.
All the
right now,
weird shit goes on at night.
Right now, my wife's got Supergirl on right now.
I'm up to date on that. Up to date on Arrow. Up to date on the Flash.
Black Lightning.
What's that?
Black Lightning's the other one.
I haven't started Black Lightning yet. I plan to. I will watch that, but I haven't started watching that yet. And I also need to watch the other thing, Black Panther, that looked good. And what is it? Batgirl.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
Batwoman. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one. That doesn't look that great. I like her though. I like Rose, the actress.
Something I need to get around to
Isn't that
watching is that
Batman?
Is it Gotham? It's just called Gotham City.
That was
isn't
on
it?
Fox, and I think it got canceled finally.
It did get. I think it got canceled, but it didn't look that good to me, to be honest. So I didn't watch.
I heard
Gotham.
good things, but yeah,
I mean,
I
maybe
gotta
at
get around
first
to
it was
watching
good,
a
but
lot
then
of
it
stuff.
started dying off.
Okay.
But hey, Jay Brown,
Hey, how's it going?
what's up, buddy? How you been? How's your channel?
Stagnant because I haven't put anything out.
Yeah, you know what? It's not hard to get stagnant. Definitely.
Well, between trying to figure out where we're moving and getting into a car accident at the beginning of February, it's been a little hard.
Yeah, that sucks.
Sorry to hear that.
That's all right. Nobody was hurt. That's the biggest thing.
I saw you
so,
post that. Yeah, on Twitter.
I've been through that before. I know the feeling.
So,
you guys.
But no, I'm actually just trying to figure out what I want to do next on my channel. That's the big thing.
How about you know what? Just do kitten videos. That's all.
Yeah.
Kitten
that would be the
string.
easiest way to get monetized.
String,
That's for sure.
Because cats and string, you won't get demonetized.
Might even get the viewership to get monetized at that point.
Everything's demonetized nowadays. Literally, the only way to really get anything is super chats, and I don't push them that much. I should, because this channel doesn't have a membership. I'm not sure if I even apply for membership on this channel. I think don't you need 10,000?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I don't really want
Steve,
to.
does
on this channel.
Does YouTube give you any analytics on YouTube Red viewers?
You mean like demographics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I know how many. Like my demographics is 93% male. It's like I think 53% United States.
Oh yeah, but like, how many are YouTube Red viewers?
Yeah,
and
I
like
think-
if you're getting anything out of that.
Yeah, I get YouTube Red. Yeah, it tells you.
Okay.
It says what your average is or something like that for the YouTube Red. How much you made for? It tells you how much you made a month for YouTube Red. It's not a
Okay,
lot,
interesting.
but it adds up.
No, but there's not a lot of YouTube Red subscribers, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, like I said, I appreciate every dime I get. Right. I mean, if YouTube Red gives me $7 for something, I'm like, okay, that's $7 I didn't have before, right? So I definitely appreciate every little dime I can get out of YouTube because god damn, it's rough. YouTube's not easy, man.
I feel like the YouTube Red subscription is way too high price.
How much is it? $20 a month?
Well, it's $17 Australian. I'm not sure what it is US, but I feel like if they made it a smaller price point, so like $3 or like $4 or $5 Australian dollars, they'd have like more than triple the amount of subscribers, which ends up getting them more money in the end anyway.
Well, they do give away. You do get $3 to obviously, or $2 to donate for super chats. It comes out, that comes to $11 in the United States. That's not bad. That's $10 a month.
Well, see, I don't know if I'm even getting that because I look through like what you get with YouTube Red. It's not listed anywhere for there for me. So maybe that's
because you know
maybe
why?
you
Because
just
you're
don't get that in
Australian and
Australia?
nobody gives a shit about you.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, we pay like 60% extra, even after conversion on most things.
Oh,
you guys get.
the value added tax.
Well, it's just like when you guys pay for a $60 video game, we're paying like 170.
Jesus Christ. Well,
like the new Doom is going to cost me $160 to pre-order.
From what I understand, it doesn't really matter because I mean Australians are just British people pretending to be Australian, because they want to they want people to believe they're actually people on the bottom of the earth, which is obviously bullshit because the earth is flat, right? So
yeah. I wish that were true because then I wouldn't be poor.
Yeah, you're probably Rez is actually probably from Wales or something, Liverpool.
I couldn't even locate Wales on a map. Don't even
south of England. I mean, it's in the south part of UK.
No, it's okay. NASA's paying him to not know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He got hit with a neuralizer one too many times.
Hello.
Hello.
On, guys, whales live in the ocean.
All right, I got this working.
Yay! All right, so Surgeon General, voice confirm that you want to actually moderate when you're in here because I'm happy to have you as a moderator. You know I am. Just don't know why.
Yeah, sure. If you need the help.
All right, cool. Thanks, buddy. All right, there you go. Look at that. Woo!
He'll swing the hammer.
Yeah, Dan. Where'd everybody go? Nah, Surgeon General's been. You've been around a long time, Surgeon General.
Yeah, it's been a long time, buddy.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I want mods I can trust, and I trust you, even though I've misplaced trust before with mods, but you're not one of those people. I have no doubt with you. You won't fuck me over, will you? If you will, I'll kill you. I know where you live.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
Just have him do a 15
I will find you. I have people that I know. I have people that know people that might know somebody that can go after you.
Your brother's cousin's former roommate.
Yeah, my next door neighbor's former cousin's roommate.
Tickle your skills.
What does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
I mean, we're all cousins to some degree.
You don't know what that's from?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
What's it from?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, yeah. I'm doing the best I can.
I haven't seen that movie in so fucking long.
Spaceballs too.
Is that from Conan the Destroyer?
Conan the Destroyer.
Cousin,
no, you're thinking of
cousin.
UHF where you have Conan.
You are my
brother, sister's cousins.
You are.
No.
What?
It's Conan the Librarian.
Yeah.
Have you
That's
guys
probably a
ever
porn
watched
movie.
that show, The Librarians? That was fucking amazing show. They canceled it. They cancel all the stuff I like. Everything I like. Here's a rule of thumb: if I like it, it's going to get canceled.
Oh, Constantine.
Firefly.
Oh yes, don't even go there. Stop it. I still can't handle that. Firefly. That was the dumbest thing anybody ever did.
They shit the bed over here because the first time they aired it here in Australia, it was at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was one
And
of the best shows
aired
on
it out of
TV.
fucking order.
Oh.
They put the pilot as the third fucking episode.
Yeah, I know they screwed up the
fucking
order.
idiots.
I know they did. I heard that too. Huge Firefly fan. The best, but probably the best series I've ever watched. It was so good.
I wish Farscape would have came back.
Farscape was decent. But if you guys haven't watched Librarians, watch the movies first because there's the movies, and then watch the series. It's really good, actually. If you just want some bubblegum popcorn stuff to watch with a loved one, or if you're lonely like me and just have to watch stuff by themselves.
You want Warehouse 13.
Well,
Farscape and Saga SG-1.
Warehouse 13 is good too.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah. The Librarians just like the Librarians are basically a ripoff of Warehouse 13.
Or then you have Eureka.
Eureka was good.
I've heard of that. I don't know what it is.
Eureka was
that was pretty good.
Yeah, they had the scientists that were
It's a town nothing but of scientists.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You have never seen it. It's good. It's worth watching.
Haven's pretty good too.
They did a crossover with Warehouse 13 a couple times.
Yeah, that was Noah Wiley's show, Dustin. Yeah, Noah Wiley was actually really good at it. So, see how you learn stuff watching Great Debate Community about shows you've never heard before, didn't think about ever watching. Because
we'll have the ultimate debate: Star Wars versus Star Trek.
That's not even a debate. It's Star Trek. Anybody says otherwise,
why not both?
They can leave. Why not? Why not both?
I love Star Trek, Star Wars, Stargate, Farscape. You can get fucked with your this versus that
Stargate
shit.
in it.
Jesus.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I hate to say it. Sorry.
I Star Wars, and I just don't like Star Trek. I don't know.
No, we gotta go classic. Battle for the Planets.
How about Battlestar Galactica?
There we go. Which one? The original or the remake?
No, the original.
Remake.
Who gives a fuck about the original?
Remake?
No.
What?
The only good thing about the original is the remake. The remake happened from it.
True.
Yeah, so did the reboot of The Lion King.
Oh God.
Don't get started with that.
Oh God. At least they're doing Mulan justice. Thank fuck.
I don't know why they keep doing all these reboots. Stop it.
See, The Lion King is not how you go about making a reboot. The new Mulan is, because it's more based on where it came from, the Chinese poem. And
Steve, I can answer that question pretty easily.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, I get it, but still, I mean, who was it that they wanted to do a reboot on something just recently, and they said no.
The Goonies.
No,
the Goonies. Oh,
it wasn't the Goonies. God, it was just really recently. The author was like, no, we're not doing a reboot on this ever.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. That's what it was. Yeah, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, they have a Back to the Future musical now.
Yeah, but they're not doing a reboot on it because the guy that wrote it was like, oh, hell no, we finished that. It was good. Leave it, let it go.
Let it die.
He was smart. I was very smart. I got to give him props.
There are some things you just can't reboot because a lot of it is based on the chemistry between two actors, or the actors playing the main characters. Like you just can't replicate that.
Well, the problem is
anything else would feel inferior.
The problem with Back to the Future is you can't show it to your kids these days. They won't be able to get it and enjoy it.
Yeah, because I mean, this was something in the 80s where you're like, oh my God, in the year 2000 something, we're going to have skateboards that hover. Lies.
Yeah, 1985, they go 30 years in the past, they go 30 years in the future. We're already well past 30 years in the future. So if you're going to relate it to a current generation, that's one that has to reboot every so often.
I agree. And so maybe like 300 years from now, they could do a reboot. Nobody's going to give a shit, right? Because it'd be a classic. It'll be like Shakespeare or something, Are
you talking about when AI runs the planet, not humans?
Yeah, and the AI might like it, right?
Skynet's taken over.
If Skynet is properly programmed, it has to like Back to the Future, right?
They'll talk to us. They'll talk about us as the primates.
The Lion King reboot got mediocre reviews at best, and it made worldwide $1.656 billion at the box office.
Wow.
Get fucked.
Yeah, but that reboot was almost word for word the same as the cartoon. It was just animatized.
Worse. It had realistic looking animals with shit CGI and no
That's
facial
what I'm talking
expression.
about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It was almost the same dialogue. So it wasn't even like a slightly different story.
You would have got more out of it if you'd like done it with real lions and then CGI'd their lips to move. I'm not even kidding.
That reminds me of like the 1970s. It's like Mr.
There are
Ed.
movies that do this that are far more emotionally evocative than that fucking shit.
No, just have Michael Bay direct it. Then you get the explosions you want.
Yeah, but then you have to have J.J. Abrams come in and do the lens flares to compensate.
Yeah, you have to. He'll just come in and change everything and fuck it all up.
Oh,
Did you guys ever see the Limitless series that they canceled after a season?
Yeah, that was the drug. Was that the one? With the
Yeah,
drug?
it was the same one with it was based off the movie with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
And then they did the reboot movie, or I should say it was going to be a TV series, and then they canceled it after 1 year, 1 season.
Yep.
They canceled a lot of
That was
good
disappointing.
stuff.
Terra Nova was one of those.
How about have you guys seen Killjoys?
Yes.
That was good, huh?
Oh, that and Pitch. What was the other one? The other one that went with Killjoys. Oh, something black.
Yeah, I'd say it's as simple as if something doesn't make money immediately, with its first season, it's just like, nope, you're done.
Nope.
Well, there was
Krypton was interesting.
What was with Black though? That was there was Orphan Black and there was Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, that's the one I'm thinking.
Black Mirror was I think I didn't see the last season though, so maybe
it was three seasons, and I think they got nixed. That put you on one hell of.
No, I think did they have a 4? Because I thought I saw 3 seasons, but I thought they had a 4th season. Let's
I don't
look.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, that show is brilliant, isn't it?
Yes.
Quas has got the right idea. Why no reboot for Miami Vice?
Yeah, no, they have 4 and 5. I
That
mean,
one?
they're up to season 5 now. So I've watched season 4 because I remember USS Callister. That was the best episode so far, I think. Yeah, so I did watch all of season 4. I don't.
Are there any watchable like modern sci-fi shows?
Like, well, have you seen? Like I said, have you seen Killjoys?
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen season 5 of Black Mirror yet because I don't recognize these names, so I will watch that later.
Black Mirror is a horror.
Oh, this
isn't
is.
it?
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking the
No,
one
it's
that's
not horror.
Sci-fi. Yeah, that was interesting. That was more psychological.
Psychological horror, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't call it even horror, but it was this Black Mirror. The whole point of Black Mirror was supposed to be this black reflection of society looking upon itself to see their own missteps and their own, it gives society self-reflection, and they do such a brilliant job of it.
Does it get pretty meta?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yes, it is all meta. Every episode.
I kind of like meta.
Oh yeah, it's so good. You never saw any of the Black Mirror
John
stuff?
Park. John Park, The Expanse. I gotta get around to watching that.
I
Keep
watched
forgetting.
the first season, I think. Was that the one with the miners? Like they were mining on the
Yes.
outskirts. Yeah, I couldn't get into it. And they were in low gravity, so they were atrophying.
And it was cancelled after 2 seasons and then saved by the fan base when Netflix picked it up.
Yeah, maybe I'll try again, but I just couldn't get into it. Kawasa, you're dating yourself, man. Magnum PI, Benjamin Steele, Moonlighting. Yes, I used to watch all those as a kid, dude. Every episode I've seen those.
I still haven't finished the X-Files yet.
Oh,
you
what?
gotta
The new
you gotta watch-
series?
No, the old series.
Oh.
I only got to the end of season 2 and I just stopped watching it for a while.
You gotta watch Space 1999.
Oh, yes. 2 seasons of that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Love that. Love that show, Space 1999. The second season had the alien that came in that could shapeshift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch Space Above and Beyond?
Yes.
Yes.
I watched that.
Yeah, that was with the
Holy
fighters.
crap, that
yeah.
thing is a comedy. It's like a bad Starship Troopers.
Well, they had that one, and then they had like Earth 2 with I think
Remember that?
with Curry. What was his name? The one that played in the guy's last name was Curry. Was Adam Curry's dad?
Tim Curry?
Tim Curry, I think, was in it.
Yeah.
Was in that Earth 2.
Tim Curry is a brilliant actor.
He is. He's really good.
Earth 2. Oh, there's only one season.
Yep.
I don't think did I watch Earth 2? I don't remember.
Earth 2 sounds familiar, but I don't know.
That was in the 90s, I believe.
It was 94 to 95.
There we go.
Curry.
What was the one that only lasted a series with? Maybe it was there 2. Was that the one that were aliens?
Well, yeah, that's the one they went to the planet, and then there was terraformed aliens that were like part of the planet. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay, but what was the one where they're like in politics and it only lasted 1 season and
V?
No, I thought it.
I remember
No,
that.
it wasn't V. V lasted more than a little bit longer than that. No, maybe it was Earth 2. Was that the one?
Did it?
The final episode was it them looking up at the second Earth. You know,
No.
that was their home or something. What the hell was that?
Is that the Space Above and Beyond one, or
No.
No.
It was that. My God, what was it called? It wasn't Earth 2. It was.
Tim Curry was in that.
Had a really like threatening name kind of thing or something like The Secret or something. It was kind of The Arrival. Was it The Arrival.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and they fucked that up because it just didn't explain anything, and then they didn't continue with it.
Oh, they're doing another version of War of the Worlds right now. It's on
another one.
Yeah, it's based off French companies working on it. Let me see.
Okay.
No, it wasn't the original Arrival. It wasn't like the movie The Arrival with Charlie Sheen, and then they had a sequel to that. No, it wasn't based upon that. It was just called. It was The Arrival, but it was not related to the Charlie Sheen movies. No.
The only Arrival I know of is the one that recently came out. That's like a freaking excellent sci-fi movie.
No, I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the one where the floating alien thing was just floating there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. That was a good movie.
Excellent movie, that one.
I like that one.
With Amy Adams.
It's on the Epix channel for War of the Worlds remake they're doing right now.
I did watch the season 1 reboot of X-Files. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
X-Files. Oh, there you go. Yep.
It wasn't bad. Like I said, I when I'm doing stuff at night, I tend to watch TV. I have 2 monitors, and I'll put it on one monitor, and I'll do whatever on the other monitor. No, I'm not porn. Because you can't watch porn and watch. I can't watch The Blacklist and porn at the same time. That's just weird, right? You know.
Yeah. Not with that attitude.
No,
that's multitasking for you, right? You know.
You'd be like in Back to the Future 2, where you had all that multi TV screen going on.
Yeah, like 4 different things on a big thing,
four or 6 different.
Yeah, I don't have that big a monitor, but I can't be watching James Spader on one monitor and seeing naked women on another. They don't correlate with each other.
Too distracting.
I love James Spader. Don't get me wrong, but not
James
like that.
Spader.
Yeah, James Spader's great, dude.
Yeah, I loved him. Used to that.
He was in Pretty in Pink. That was one of the first roles I ever saw.
Was he?
Yeah, he was one of the preppy people that was making fun of his buddy who was into Molly Ringwald.
Oh my God! You know how I watched Pretty in Pink in like 1980.
Yeah,
whenever it was. I mean, yeah,
84 to 86, somewhere in there.
Somebody, yeah, give or take.
Yeah,
it was Supernova. He was in Supernova.
Okay.
James Spader. That's is that the one I was thinking? Yeah, I think it's Supernova.
Supernova.
It was really, really out there sci-fi movie that he was in called Supernova.
Man, there's been a lot of good TV and there's been a lot of shit TV, hasn't there been?
Yeah.
Anybody actually watch Flash Forward?
I've heard of it, but I've not heard anyone talk about
I
it.
absolutely watched it until they canceled it.
What was that about?
I loved the beginning of it, and then it was a thing where they kept changing when it was going to come on, and then they blamed the ratings on the show when nobody knew when it was on. It was a show. This is the premise. Okay, everybody in the world blacks out for like a minute or something.
Oh yeah, I did watch that with Ryan. Oh God, who was in that? Yeah, they don't know why they blacked out. Yeah.
But they all saw had dreams, so they made all these websites to try to connect everybody's dreams together, and then they eventually figured out that it was like a map of a certain point in the future, and there was a whole mystery about that, the FBI and all that junk, and then they got really weird about it, and then they canceled it.
Yeah, no, I did remember watching that, but it's been so long because, like you said, they canceled it, so I kind of tend to forget about stuff they canceled, right? Now, have you guys seen The Manifest? Because that's not canceled.
Yes.
That's good. I haven't watched season 2 yet. No spoilers. But season 1 of The Manifest.
Well, now that you just said it's going to be canceled.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it.
Anything you talk about, Steve, will be canceled.
It's true. No, I'm not even kidding. I mean, legit. When I start liking something, it gets canceled. So this is what I do. I wait for most of these things to have a season finale or series finale, and then I go and binge watch. You know.
I'm the same way. There's a lot of shows that you guys have like just listed. I put them on my list of things I want to watch. Most things that you guys have listed have been suggested to me by people who have suggested things that made me put them on a list of people I don't listen to when it comes to suggestions. So I've not seen any of those things.
So you're not going to watch the ones we suggest?
I'm going to watch all the ones that you guys have suggested.
Because I'm going to say the ones that I and other people in here have liked, they are really good, dude. I would not suggest something unless it's good. I'm really decent at this kind of stuff because I
have you
like
seen
good
Night
stuff.
Flyers yet?
No, never heard of it.
It's on Netflix. That one's on Netflix.
But yeah, if you want to ask me my opinion on stuff, I'm pretty decent, I think.
The only time I would suggest something that's bad is if it's like to research like where something else that came from. So like the original Battlestar Galactica series.
I like the original, with Apollo, and I like the one where they got to Earth. That was good.
I love that they reused a couple of the actors from that show in the
I
remake,
like when they do that.
and they were fantastic in the remake.
Yeah, they played different rules.
But I like when they do
Tom.
that.
Tom, what was his last name? The ex-criminal.
Don't remember.
In the BSG remake. Oh, I forget his name. Is the terrorist.
Oh yeah, was he the guy who originally played Apollo?
Yes.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know the actor, or I can visualize him, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, what was he?
Somebody says, Justin said, go back to liking Doctor Who. Hey, I gotta tell you, the last Doctor Who episode, even though it changed canon tremendously, and I'm gonna have to wrap my head around that, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. That was still the best episode of all season 12.
Yeah, that was definitely a mind twist.
That was the only one that was good. The rest was shit. Every single episode, except for maybe Prisoner of Prisoner of Dracoon? That one. That was actually pretty good, but the rest I was not a fan of. I thought the whole.
I was trying to watch Doctor Who, but I couldn't get through the Matt Smith years, the beginning of the Matt Smith years.
You know, once you do though, it's worth it. I was the first couple episodes of Matt Smith. I was like, I had trepidation myself, but he grew on me. And towards the end, that was some of the best Doctor Who in the last, like the opening of what the hell is that thing called? Oh my God. Help me out here. The big box thing, right?
Oh, the Pandorica.
Pandorica, yeah, Pandora's box. That's what it was. So the opening of the Pandorica, that one, and the things around that was fucking brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So that was some of the best Doctor Who out there. The first couple Matt Slicks, I agree. Or the Matt Slick, Matt Slick, the Matt Smith episodes I had to get past.
Slick talking, Steve.
Yeah, I've had way too much coffee today. Way too much coffee.
I can't get behind a single thing in Doctor Who besides one, and that's the creepy angel statues.
That was the best episode ever made.
But they're always poorly fucking executed, in my opinion. Because anytime I see a clip of that, it's like, cut to in the TARDIS, and apparently the angel statues are rocking everything because nothing can see them, and then cut to the outside, and they're just not actually moving, and then cut back to the inside of the TARDIS and rocking around, and it's like.
That was called
Why
Blink.
would you even give us that shot? You just completely destroyed the illusion there.
No, I thought that was the most perfect episode. And it was weird is because Blink was unlike any other episode. I mean, usually I like the ones that have a story arc, right? I love the David Tennant ones when he was with the Master, right?
Oh, yes.
Especially the finale. The finale of the Tennant one with the Master was seriously, that was probably the best I've ever seen. But the whole thing with the Blink, oh my God, was that fucking good. As a standalone, that was by far the best.
I feel like those kinds of that kind of monster could be used just in a standalone movie and have nothing to do with Doctor Who and just be its own
Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it?
It's very creepy idea, and if it's executed well, it could be horrifying. But I feel like Doctor Who just takes the piss out of it.
Yeah, they're living stone, but they only they exist on the quantum level. So when they're being observed, they can't move, right?
Yeah.
But
which is an interesting idea and can lead itself to a lot of horror. But I can't take Doctor Who seriously, especially with the way they execute the show. I just can't do it.
Just scared me when
they come back during the Matt Smith days.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Perhaps one day we can have a season without Daleks.
No! Stop that crazy talk. What is wrong with you? Gotta have the
They're
Daleks.
so overdone.
No, they're not.
They're so overdone.
Dude, they're like the main staple of Doctor Who, especially
I know, but can we at least have one season where they don't pop up? At least just as a villain.
Do you know
Every season, there's an episode where the Daleks are dominant.
Do you know what the Christmas episode is going to be about? Daleks.
No, you need one with the adipose. These look like the adipose again.
The adipose. Oh, I remember that episode.
That's funny you say that. Growing up watching Stargate SG-1 as it was releasing, like from season 3 to season 10, the replicators were featured in at least one episode.
Yeah.
Every season, and that like people had the same attitude. Perhaps one year we can get a season without the replicators.
No, it's just so you got
the same thing.
You got to have Daleks and you got to have Cybermen at least somewhere. You know.
I don't necessarily agree with that because what if you can't really come up with a good story?
I don't care.
Or the what is it? The Sutarans or all the other alien races that they show up.
But the whole thing with the Cybermen and the Daleks, I mean, they're just a mainstay. That's all. I mean, they're just like staple.
You remember that episode where
there were literally entire I think entire Doctors in the classic series where Daleks or Cybermen didn't pop up.
No.
Yes.
That sucks. I like them.
There was that episode where the Cybermen ran into the Daleks. Remember that one? That was a David Tennant episode.
Yeah, well, they also had, no spoilers, but during the Matt Smith, they all start working together too.
Oh yeah, for the Pandorica.
Yeah, for the Pandorica, yeah.
It's also important to note that with the lore, they have to make sure they can actually have them available. I'm not sure how available Cybermen are currently in the lore.
Well,
where not they all been destroyed or anything like that.
Haven't you seen the season 12? Because they're in there.
Oh, I know they came back, but I'm pretty sure all those were actually destroyed.
In the comic book series, and I have a copy of in the PDF form, they did a Doctor Who Star Trek TNG crossover.
Really?
Yeah, I have it. If you ever wanted to read it, let me know.
Wait, there was a crossover between what?
It was Doctor Who and Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Now, I made a meme once that. You know what? You guys want to see my meme? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can even find it. Where would I even?
There was a crossover. I don't remember.
Yeah, I have a copy of it.
I don't think I have the meme available because I think it's on my other computer.
What was it featured on Doctor Who or Star Trek?
No, it was a comic series.
Oh, it was a sorry.
Comic books. I have a copy of the comic book series. If you ever wanted to read that.
Let me see if I can find it. If not, I'll describe it for you. But hang on.
I believe it involved the Cybermen and the Borg.
Oh, can you imagine the Borg and Cyber? Well, you know that I had heard something like that before, right? But I was hoping that the Borg would have actually been. Remember the only thing that I liked about the Discovery was that one the idea that one officer that was like not Borg, but she was half AI, half human. That when she was jettisoned out of that airlock, I liked the fact there was a fan thing that she was the one that was eventually became the first queen of the Borg and started the Borg, and I was like, that would have been brilliant.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of watching that season right now on Discovery.
Okay, it was called. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the comic series was called Star Trek: The Next Generation, Doctor Who Assimilation. Yeah, it was 8 comics.
Well, anyways, I can't find the picture, but I'll tell you what it was. I had a split thing, and on the one side I had the Star Trek Enterprise, and on the other side I had the TARDIS, and then I had Dr. McCoy going something along the lines of something telling Spock, just don't say it's fascinating or something,
I actually happened to like Enterprise as like a pioneer show. That was kind of interesting to watch, and I thought it evolved quite well. I mean, there was choices toward the end I didn't like so much, but one of the biggest things I didn't like they did was they brought the Borg into it, which I thought was a complete mistake.
Yeah, they did that because it tied in the movie. If you remember, what was it? First Contact.
First Contact.
Yeah, that's how I got tied into it.
I felt like it was unnecessary, and it was just like a way to gain more viewers.
Yeah, they were just some sort of plot device. Well,
It just didn't make any sense, especially especially since they were from a time where they were far more advanced than the Federation that they assimilated. So there was like the Enterprise from that period should have had zero chance against them.
Well, but you have to remember they were utilizing technology of the time and trying to.
But they still had knowledge from races that, like, had knowledge that was far beyond anything they had. So even with the tech they're working with, they should still be able to build something that's far more advanced than anything in that age.
That's very possible.
The Borg will decimate everything. They'll destroy everything.
They'll cut through anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I posted a link in your stream chat.
I'll check it out in a second.
All right. Well, I'm gonna drop out. I got a paper to write.
All right. Which paper on?
Public relations writing.
Nice. Fun for
it's just it's the first week's written assignment that write a page or two and cite your source, which is either the textbook or some reference.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the streaming. I'm gonna let this kind of the mods here see how it goes, and just let you guys do your thing for another half hour, and then I'm gonna end this at 8 my time. So I'm gonna jump out. I'll come back in a half hour probably, but I want to see if people actually start coming in. You guys can figure out how to give them mods and.
Yeah, I need to go eat. All right.
Well, if you want me as a mod, feel free. If not, that's fine too.
Who you want a mod?
That was me, Jay.
You want a mod?
Sure.
All right. I don't know how if you.
My issue is if people come in and they don't have already a role, then I can't do anything about it.
I don't see how that works though. I mean, if I thought you could see everybody of the mod.
Maybe it's got something to do with the browser and the app being different. I don't know.
It could be, but it should be when they come in. They should only have access to, I guess, certain rooms until you give them a rule of member.
Yeah, so you got to go. You got to make.
You have to assign them the rule, and once you assign them the rule, then they have access to everything else. So.
I wonder actually. Okay. Oh no, Mr. Sirius has member and mod and VIP.
Okay. Yeah, George, I don't really know George well, but George wants to be a mod. I don't really know George. And plus, he's been silent, George.
Here you go, Rez. Incoming for you.
I know Jay.
You have to download the zip file.
Oh, what's this?
This is that Doctor Who crossover. If you want to read it.
Okay.
Well, I'll put a link to it in the stream chat.
All right, so I'm gonna be back in a few. I'm gonna go eat myself, so I'm gonna just mute though. So you guys got it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, now we run things. Mwahahaha.
Quick,
don't
get
we
Chess
always?
in here. Chess in here so she can take over.
Oh yeah, we need to message her.
Yeah.
Put up the gob symbol.
Yeah.
Isn't Chesh like on holiday or something?
It might be because over here it's they consider it's called spring break.
Yeah, but she's like on a personal.
That's possible.
Away.
I do not know. But a lot
As
of people,
far as I'm aware.
a lot of the college students and I know the high school students they get the week off.
Everybody needs a little time away.
I don't. I still have to work.
I might be wrong, but I heard that Chesh was going like away for a few weeks or something. Which is probably why she's not been very active.
Yeah, my job does not shut down during spring break.
Well, I mean, it avoids burnout, so it's always good to step away for everybody.
Gotcha.
But I'm nowhere close to burning out, so that's why, I'm all poised and ready to just take over this psalm bitch.
You do that. Anybody else want the link?
It's too bad that I can't see people when they come in. Like if they don't have roles, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean they don't show up in the what is it? Which channel are they supposed to show up into, or is there no channel set up for that? I wonder. I know the introduction channel shows when they join, but that's it. I don't.
Well, like the members list on the right, like when it says even on the offline. Like Steve was seeing every member in the whole place, even the people without roles. I cannot see, like it doesn't even show up in the total.
Gotcha.
People who don't have roles don't even show up in my total.
Yeah, same here. If they don't have a role, I won't see them until they become a member status because I'm just a member.
There's got to be a checkbox somewhere. I'm sure Bull knows what it is, but I don't know what he's doing.
I don't understand how we're all getting different like results when it comes to the same fucking program. I don't understand that.
I mean, I see the VIP folks. I see the members that are here, and then I see the offline members.
Oh well.
Yeah, but apparently there are like people that aren't members that are still on the list that I'm not seeing.
Yeah,
And
what it
it's
is
the same
they joined the server, but they haven't been given the rule of member, and because of that, we can't see them for whatever stupid reason.
Right, but does that mean Steve has to manually make every non-member a member by himself?
He shouldn't have to.
I can get to a list that will show me the people who don't have anything, but that is a like it's not a list that I can easily edit. Like it'll cover up all of my ability to do regular chat stuff to have that list up. So
it's so bizarre.
Very. Well, I'm getting off for the night because I have to get up for work tomorrow.
Ah, great. All right. Well, you go to sleep. Have a good night.
You guys have a good night.
Later.
Are you gonna abandon me, Rez?
No, I'm stuck here.
Oh, thank goodness, because I can't invite anybody else in here unless they are already in here with you're in the same position as I am.
Not sure what you mean, but
You can't like if somebody joins the Discord, then we can't see them, so we can't invite them in anyways.
yeah, I really don't understand how. Like, you're a fucking mod. That should give you the ability to see non-members, to make them members, because that's one of your permissions. How the fuck is this oversight a thing?
Like I'm not even sure if other people can see it, and I just can't. Like maybe there's just a like something unchecked just on me somehow. I don't know even how to get to that kind of stuff. I mean, I think maybe Bull might know, but I have no idea.
I don't get it. I feel like Discord has so many. A lot of the issues that Discord has would be so easily fixed. I'm going to use the word fixed because I can't say that other word, just because it's such a tongue twister. But and they're little things that would vastly improve the quality of life on the program, and I don't understand why they don't do it. Like giving separate permissions for temp bans and perma bans instead of just bans.
Apparently, there's a bot for that.
Yeah, but that a bot would have to target very specific words that somebody is saying and give them a temp ban for it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'd have to see the bots to see what the actual full functionality you can get out of Discord is. As long as people can create bots that can have the ability to add functionality, we might be able to get all the things that you're saying. But like I said, I haven't even started looking into it, so I have no idea. It's kind of like, you ever played Gary's mod on Steam?
No, I personally haven't played it, but I know people that do.
I mean, it's kind of like if you just played the game and didn't you just had the base game, you would not understand why it was even worth the $10 that they're charging. But if you go into the community tab and start downloading mods that people have made for it, you would think that it was way underpriced.
I think Gary's mod was free at one stage, and then they started selling it after they bought it off the mod maker.
I think something like that. I got it for free. I don't remember how I got it.
The same thing happened to Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike was a mod to Half-Life, and then it became so popular that Valve bought it off the mod maker and started selling it.
Yep, I think I got Gary's mod. I bought like some kind of Counter-Strike source thing, and I think it came with that. I can't be 100%.
I used to play old school CS 1.0, then 1.5, then 1.6 CS source.
Oh yeah, used to play Counter-Strike back on the Dreamcast. Was it on the Dreamcast? No, Xbox 360. I think Xbox. No, not 360. Regular Xbox.
There was Counter-Strike. Shit. Counter-Strike Condition Zero. Was that the console one?
That sounds really familiar. Yeah, I think that was. Yeah.
Yeah, Condition Zero. It had like a story mode as well that was like half baked.
Well, of course, that was back in the day when people wouldn't put up with a game that didn't have like a solo campaign and multiplayer. Remember that?
Well, I mean, personally, I'm more about like single player campaigns than I'm multiplayer, but Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary just released on the Steam version of the MCC, and I've been playing the fuck out of that single player campaign on Legendary.
I remember Halo Reach was I played that and beat that on Legendary. It was like I think the only Halo I've ever beaten on the hardest difficulty.
Reach is actually stupidly hard solo Legendary.
Really? So I beat the stupidly hard one? I never even tried the other ones on that hard difficulty.
I didn't realize just how hard Halo Combat Evolved was on Legendary, and well, I did realize it years ago, and then I got reminded the other night when I started playing it again. I was like, fuck, this game kicks your ass if you're not careful.
Yeah, the Flood in Halo, the original Halo, was my favorite iteration of the Flood, hands down.
Personally, I liked the third one more because they actually embedded themselves in dead bodies in real time and assimilated them, which was really cool and freaky to watch.
I think it was cool, but it kind of was like, here's some Halo zombies. So, I mean, zombies. I'm so tired of zombies. But the atmosphere that the Flood had in the original was kind of like the boogeyman in the darkness, which I like that feeling. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, kind of. But we also learned a lot more about the Flood from the Covenant's perspective in Halo 2, so there wasn't a lot of mystery to that point.
That is true. That is very true.
And there was that whole interaction between the two protagonists with the Overmind. Or the Gravemind. Sorry, I'm getting Overmind confused with StarCraft. Gravemind.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I was too into that. I got turned off a lot by the Halo 2's story.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that a parasite like that has a colony level sort of consciousness would actually grow like a brain of sorts that where needed would actually negotiate with things until it just no longer needed them and discarded them. Like what happened in Halo 3, we were brief partners for all of half a level and then suddenly turned on us as soon as the objective was done.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I'm a real big fan of like when Steve was talking about The Ring, about how that was one of the scariest movies he'd ever seen. That also was the same for me. I think it is the scariest movie I've ever seen, and I've seen The Exorcist. I mean, I'm not even talking about the Japanese one. I didn't even know about the Japanese one when I sat and saw this thing in theaters, like the American version. It was the only movie I've ever paid for, sat in a theater, and thought to myself that my anxiety got so high that I was in physical pain, and I wanted just to leave. I just wanted to leave to alleviate my physical pain from my anxiety because it was so ridiculously suspenseful that I was hurting.
The way I discovered Ringu, or the original Japanese version of The Ring, was the same way I discovered Firefly, funnily enough. I have trouble sleeping with that noise. If I'm not sleeping without some kind of background noise going on, like a podcast or a YouTube video or something like that, I have trouble getting to sleep, and then when I do sleep, I have night terrors. So I get very restless sleep. But the ironic thing being that I discovered The Ring at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I only missed the first 5 minutes or something, and I got enthralled in watching it. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen, even though it's funnily enough about what the movie's about. Kind of, anyway. But, and it just scared the ever-living shit out of me, and that is the #1 scariest movie I have ever seen. And I had nightmares for months. And I make it a point to watch it at least once a year just to remind myself.
Yeah. It was so bad for me, I bought the DVD because I could not, but I refused to keep it with my other DVDs because I didn't want to look at it. But to go back to my original point is, I don't know how the people died in that movie. I don't know what they went through and my imagination of what they could have went through would be worse than anything they could ever explain to me. So when it came to the flood, my imagination ran wild about what the heck they were, and any explanation they would give to me would be like not even close. And the explanation they gave to me was literally like it was not even close.
I believe the person that wrote the movie, or the story for the movie, or the novel, which the movie is based, I can't remember. Details get muddled, but the person who came up with the original story for The Ring, they were inspired by technophobia, being afraid of technology, and how that fear manifests in something. And I might be getting this wrong, but I also think in the research I looked into, I'm probably getting this confused with something else, but they may have looked into a tribe of people of Spanish descent, I want to say, that like their fear of their quote unquote boogeyman has actually killed some people because the fear is so palpable, and they have night terrors that are so intense they have a heart attack in the middle of the dream.
I can see that happening. I mean, people have had heart attacks in their sleep, and like even out of nowhere, you wouldn't know why exactly.
Which I think is what the movie's actually about. I think in the movie the curse exists, but I think from the storyteller's perspective, it's just a medium in which to tell this technophobic sort of story where just the idea that the curse exists might actually scare some people to death. They actually have like a massive hallucination out of fear, and then that fear kills them.
That actually sounds almost worse than if the fear was real.
Well, because then anytime you see any of the corpses immediately after Ju-on quote unquote kills the person that's like has the curse, they're twisted in that horrible rigor mortis position of like absolute terror. Like, and it just seems to me like they died suddenly of a heart attack in that middle of that terror from that hallucination or dream they're going through.
Yeah, I have no idea. It just looks bad. Like that's also one of my fears. I don't know if it seems kind of futile, but the idea of being found in such a state after dying. I mean, for me, that's like the last impression you can leave is how you're found when when you die. So I don't want to be found that horrifying.
Well, at the end, it's not going to matter because the person who finds you like that is eventually going to be found in a similarly embarrassing way, more than likely.
Well, I mean, I'd rather be found in a very embarrassing way rather than being all twisted up and, looking like I was scared to death. That I don't want to be found that way.
I mean, in the end, all of us will return to the dust from whence we came anyway, so none of this will matter.
That is true. But that's like the last thing that you can have, well, even a modicum of control over. I mean, even in some cases, you may not have any control over it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a control freak.
I think control doesn't exist. Like I said, I'm a hard determinist with like some quantum physics getting in the way based on what I've read, but I still don't quite understand how that's supposed to work. But otherwise, I'm pretty hard determinist. So the way I look at things is we don't have any control or any free will, but we can sort of guide the path of that deterministic reality by implementing things so we are part of the deterministic stream, if that makes sense. So that's why we still have prisons and punishment as sort of like a preventative measure for people to do wrong things in the first place. Even though people are still going to do that, you still have a punishment ready to go as a sort of helpful preventative measure. So you're still part of that deterministic stream. If that makes sense.
I don't think that prisons are all that preventative.
Well, I mean, they
like
do
at
prevent,
all.
They do prevent because there are certain things that most people would do that they probably would just not risk it because it might get them thrown in jail. I imagine people have temptations like that all the time. I do, but I know how to deal with them.
Well, I don't usually, like, if I was in a point where I was afraid of even the backlash of just society in general, that I don't even need to get that far to stop me from doing a lot of things. I usually it comes to like, am I imposing on somebody else? Usually is enough to stop me. Usually, I would like to think that's how I would work. I know for a fact I would fail at that, but if I was like, I'm going to do something, and I'm not what's going through my mind whenever I do something is never the punishment, because it never goes that far. And if it does go that far, then I would think that maybe I would get away with it. So regardless of if prison exists or not, either A, I'm not thinking about it, or B, I'm thinking I'm not going there.
Yeah, I can see how that would work, but I've had experiences with some people that have admitted to me that, like, if it wasn't illegal to do X, they probably would do it.
You mean like smoking weed?
So
actually, yes, that's actually an example.
So I'm making dinner, and I gotta find out what I gotta. I like watching TV when I eat, right? So I don't know. So what do you recommend me to watch tonight? And by the way, if people have to if people have to like have like a god or believe in something to because that's the reason why they do the right thing, those people scare me. You know,
they scare me too.
Yeah, those are scary people. I knew one person that actually admitted that. I don't remember his name. It was a Jehovah's Witness way back in the early days of the GDC. And he even said, well, if it wasn't for God, if I didn't believe in God, yeah, I probably would be out raping, pillaging, and all that other stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, those are the kinds of people that you don't want to associate with on any level.
He fell away pretty quickly from the discussions. I mean, he was around for a while. His name was Thomas, I think. Was that name? The old timers.
Seriously, Mr. Sirius just brought up a great point. It's currently decriminalized, but still against the law to smoke weed in Australia. However, consume weed in any fashion. Actually, I think there's some exceptions, but if it became legal, I would probably try some just because I have severe social anxiety.
Which is perfectly fine. Yeah, it's legal here in California. And by the way, I'm not a deontologist, and I don't think what is morally ethical is necessarily relating to the law. I think there's times where the law's wrong.
No.
And I don't.
Yeah, sometimes the law's wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that it was ever immoral to smoke weed, even when it was illegal here. I just wasn't into it. But yeah, that's not an ethical thing.
Exactly, but like that's kind of what I was getting at, is like just because it's unlawful doesn't necessarily make it immoral.
Right.
And there are some people that admit that if this wasn't illegal, I would probably do it.
Yeah,
Again,
well, like I said, that's fine if you want to smoke weed, but if you say, hey, look, if raping wasn't immoral, I would be out doing it every night, right? That's scary, right? Especially when you say, hey,
yeah,
like the Bible, which the Bible isn't against it, but let's say the Bible says, I don't know, against what is the Bible? What's something the Bible is against? I don't know.
Sodomy. Actually, no, it doesn't actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Give me something like the Bible actually tells you shall not do not cover.
I said that.
Adultery.
Because Christians say it, and I immediately realized, oh no, wait, that's not true.
It's not true. Adultery, like adultery, is specifically mentioned as something you cannot do. It's morally impermissible, right?
Which would include polymorphous relationships, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. They don't have to have sex for polyamorous relationships.
But from the Christian perspective, that would still be adultery, wouldn't it?
I don't. That's a whole different ballgame. But let's say you're married and you say, look, if it wasn't for the Bible, I would be out sleeping with a different woman other than my wife every night. That's weird to me, because the Bible shouldn't be your moral code for that. It's just be something that you think you shouldn't do because it's not a good thing to be doing to your wife, kind of thing.
But it also depends on the situation, because if your wife is abusing you, then
I
that I can
but at that time I
see
think
justification
I would say
for.
get divorced.
Yeah, again, but like, people don't always do the correct thing at all times.
No, that's what morality is for, right?
Or the most optimal things at all times, I should say.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that defer their morality to just saying whatever God says. I'm like, okay, well, what does God say? No, that's your interpretation of what God's saying, because objectively, I don't think we have a way of objectively knowing what the hell God wants.
It's like
It's not even an honest thing that I do, but because I can't, I don't have any studies behind this. But I always ask, how do I differentiate something that God wants from something that they personally want? Because I want to know. There's a lot of times when people say God, what they really mean is me, but they want to try to put extra umph behind it.
I get
it's not
that,
just
but
me saying it; it's God saying it.
well,
So
I think that's true for gay marriage, but stuff like that, right? I think that's what they actually think. But I don't. I think there's other things God says don't commit adultery. Okay, so I won't commit adultery. I think a few people want to, but I think that it's a mixture. But I do think people that are homophobic, yes, absolutely. I think a lot of them are just deferring. Well, I'm not against gay people, but God says gay marriage is wrong. Therefore, damn it, I think that way. That I think is their own internalized bigotry. Yes.
I mean, my connection there is that that's all connected back to their comfy belief. So both of them have the same reason to believe that God and their minds are synchronized.
Somewhat.
But that's only because it's confirming their bias in the first place.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. God believes it, and it's God's reasoning because it confirms my bias.
Yeah, I think we're all saying that.
Yeah. But you haven't told me what I should watch while I eat, which would be in...
Oh, sorry.
I gotta check my fish in 4 minutes.
Have you seen The Boys?
No, I've seen Good Girls, which I thought was a riot. If you guys haven't seen that, with the robbing of the store.
The Boys is pretty good. I enjoy it. It's about superheroes if they were corporatized and I guess more American-like. I guess
any kind of supernatural stuff with it.
Tons. There's superheroes.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I might watch that. I like that kind of stuff.
I'm
looking at The Boys. Watch Good Girls if you haven't seen it.
I'll put that on my list.
Oh my God, is it fucking hilarious? It's with Christina Hendricks too. If you don't know who she is one of the most beautiful women of all time.
She's pretty funny.
Oh my God, she's so amazing in that. Just her comedic timing is fantastic. She's one of the best actresses I know.
For some reason, Plaza. What's her first name? Aubrey Plaza. Audrey Plaza.
Oh, I love her.
Holy fuck, is she?
I know that name. She was on some
hilarious.
talk show the other day. She's on
she's on a lot of talk shows.
Yeah. Oh God, she's gorgeous. But I can't remember what her main show was.
Well, she was on
Parks and Rec.
Do you remember
Parks
Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Parks and Recreation. Yeah. What is it? What?
Do you remember Scott Pilgrim versus the World? She was the little
vaguely.
Cafe
she also was in a really good
bartender.
movie, Safety Not Guaranteed. Did you watch that?
Barista. Sorry.
You never watched the movie Safety Not Guaranteed?
I have not seen that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Stop everything you're doing.
I've heard it.
I'm going to go eat here soon. I'm going to end this. Mr. Sirius, go watch Safety Not Guaranteed. It is a cult classic. Do you want a brief synopsis, or you want to go in blind?
I'll go blind. I love going in blind.
Go in blind. It is so freaking good. Yeah. So I love that movie, Safety Not Guaranteed.
Cheshire just showed up.
Wild Cheshire appears. She's supposed to be on vacation. What's she doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say she's supposed to be.
There's no internet when you're on vacation. Can't be internet.
She's taking a break from her break.
Yeah. Bad vacationer. Bad vacationer.
I mean, sometimes your break is too, relaxing. You gotta mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. I gotta go check on my fish. Be right back. I gotta mics to do this so you get background noise.
Come back and tell us what kind of fish you've been making after you get done checking on it.
I actually, it's two kinds. I'll tell you in a second. I gotta check.
I do like fish. This is weird. There's this place. I guess a lot of people around the America would know about it. It's called Aldi's, and they're kind of like a place where you can get food cheap. And lately, I have learned that they sell salmon that is freaking amazing. And I would suggest anybody to just go give it a shot, because I don't know if it's just around here that it's amazing, but oh my God, it is like butter.
We had smoked salmon the other night. So good.
I love salmon, but all these salmon is nuts. Like, it Again, it's weird. It's like the difference. I don't know. It's gourmet. It's crazy. I can't even I can't understand it. Like even the skin. How do you, even though I'll regularly eat salmon skin, but this time I really enjoyed it.
Salmon skin when it's crispy is ridiculous. It's it's better than pork belly, like fucking crust.
Oh yeah, if you cook salmon skin down with oil, then you can make it taste like a potato chip.
I need to eat more sushi.
And then when you eat the salmon with the skin together, it's almost like eating salmon on like fish on a chip. Oh, it's so good.
I should have made rice with this. I forgot. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't make rice with this. The fish is pollock, and I can't pronounce this, but swai. Swai, is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I never tried it before, and I was like, I don't know what the hell this fish is, and I like the fish, but it's called swai. I think it's a type of a. I know it's a whitefish, but I never heard it before. But I was like, this looked decent. So, have you guys ever heard of swai fish? If I'm pronouncing it right?
I love it when I Google it. The first thing that comes up is it safe to eat swai fish?
Should you eat or avoid it?
Oh my god, that is freaking delicious.
The answer is no. It's very deadly.
All right. Well, do you want? Okay, I'm gonna donate my Discord to you. Yeah,
bye, Steve.
It's salt, pepper. I put a little garlic salt on it. I put seasoning, which is mostly oregano and some other spices. And then I broiled it for about 10 minutes aside. That's delicious, dude.
No, apparently it's not that uncommon to eat it.
I just never heard it before.
It's just
I was like,
apparently much like the pufferfish. If you eat certain parts, it can get a bit dicey. But...
Oh, wait. No, actually, it's really delicious, to be honest with you. So. Hey, Cheshire.
It says
what you doing?
It has a mediocre nutritional profile.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'm on a diet. It's got 10 grams of protein in it.
That might be all that it has that's nutritional.
It really is flavorful. It's sweet. It's a sweet whitefish. Man, I tell you, this is delicious. It's like one of the best fish I've had.
Australian barramundi is one of my favorite fish.
I think it comes from Vietnam, because that's what the package said.
Yeah, but we cultivate our own barramundi here, so.
The pollock's not bad either, but I've had pollock before.
We've got barramundi farms going back 200 years.
Do you live near the coast?
Everyone in Australia lives near the coast.
Yeah, well, no, the Outback's in the middle. No,
yeah, they don't count.
I'm about 2 hours from the ocean.
Yeah, I don't live near the coast at all. But when I lived in Quincy, which is just south of Boston, they seemed like they had way better fish there than I can get here. Except for that Aldi's salmon. That's the one thing that boggles my mind. Aldi's salmon.
Oh, salmon's one of my favorite. I do like the fish, and there's a whole bunch of lakes in Utah, and one of the lakes I used to go to had brook trout, and a brook trout is basically a cousin to salmon, and I mean it's like a cheap version of salmon because salmon's expensive, but these brookies, man, they were delicious. I'm a big fan of fish.
Oh yeah, me too. And we got catfish is a really big thing out here, and every Sunday, especially around Lent, you can pretty much go to any church and have a big fish fry or whatever. As much fried fish as you want. Catfish.
Oh, I've had catfish fries. I've had we would get 100 plus crayfish and just have a crayfish boil.
Have you guys had octopus?
Oh yeah.
I have.
In Japanese, it's called taco.
I had it once, and it wasn't bad, but it's not something I would have again.
It has to. I mean, certain ones are better than others. It's a little rubbery, but I mean, I like taco. I like fresh eel and saltwater eel. That's called a nagi.
I've never had eel. That's a ocean food I need to try.
Yeah, it was at a bachelor party that started at dinner at this Japanese place, and one of the people there ordered an entire like eel roll, and I was like, I really want to try that because that sounds crazy, and because I've never tried it before, and the texture is I think the hardest part to get around because the taste was really good.
Really, I really like the eel, unagi, and I mean I like the smoky stuff they put on it, but I don't have a problem with the texture. But I also
Really, it was really slimy to me.
I didn't like uni growing up, which is like the eggs, right? I wasn't a big fan of uni, or not sea anemone, not the eggs. Sea anemone is uni, which is the yellow part of the sea urchin. God damn it, the middle part of the sea urchin. It's called uni, and it's this really salty yellow stuff. But I've gotten accustomed to it a little bit more. I like roe, which is the eggs. I like seafood. Anything from the sea, I'll eat.
I don't think there's a single texture I would find off-putting for a food. For me, it all comes down to taste.
Yeah, I love my unagi. Unagi is one of my favorite foods, actually. It's just eel. Yeah.
Yeah, texture
What's
is
eel
called.
like?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
All right, I guess I'll go. Texture is called mouthfeel in the field of like culinary.
Mouthfeel. Mouthfeel, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Texture is important, and that's why when I make my fish tonight, I like to have a real crisp skin, right? If you have fish, you need to have that skin crispy. It adds that texture to it.
Yeah, but I had this salmon from the place called Aldi's. I can't get over this. I'm being an Aldi's commercial today. They sell cheap shit, right? But usually when it comes to fish, you'd be kind of scared to buy fish from a cheap food place. You would think that would be like the number one thing you would never do. But as a family, we took the chance, and it was the most amazing thing ever. And the skin. My mom cooked the skin in oil, and skin down, and it made it taste like a potato chip.
Yeah, no, yeah, crispy, yeah, skin down, crispy. Like, I mean, that's how you make salmon. That's how you make any good fish like that. I get this salmon that I do buy. It's like $8. It's a nice fillet, right? Good fillet size, and then it's got peppercorn seasoning on it. It's already pre-seasoned with peppercorn and other stuff, and I will bake that stuff, and it produces like this brown oil that comes out of it, and that is the most flavorful shit I've ever had in my life. It's so good, the seasoned salmon that I'll buy occasionally. I only buy that when I really want to treat myself. If not, I buy the cheap shit, which was that Pollock stuff that I get, which is the cheapest shit you can buy. It's cheaper than tilapia, but it's pretty good. Pollock is what they put in that imitation crab meat stuff. That tells you how cheap that is.
It's also
I'm cheap.
Like at Arby's, they sell a fish sandwich. It's Alaskan pollock.
Yeah, Alaskan pollock. Pollock, that's like the cheapest fish you can get. But I like pollock, so I don't care, right? I mean, but occasionally I'll kind of treat myself, and I'll get a nice piece of salmon. But
for some reason, like when I just go to the fish and chip shop and just get a cheap fish with some chips, it always tastes far better than anything you can get at a restaurant.
From a fish and chip store?
Yeah, we have like fish and chip like little delis.
Oh, I can
that
imagine.
Just primarily do fish and chips and like chicken.
The best fish I think I ever had was off of I think it was called PP Island off the coast of Thailand, and you charter this little boat, and they have all the fishing stuff for you, and you catch the fish, and then the mama-san of the fish takes the fish, does her magic on it, puts it in a batter, deep fries it right there, and you eat as you go. I mean, you can't get better fish than that. Yellowtail tuna is really good too. Yeah, I've never caught tuna. Tuna can get to like a couple 100 pounds, right? You need special tackle for tuna. But those things are expensive. I mean, you can sell a whole tuna for what, $500,000? I don't know what it's worth nowadays.
Who on the boat would fillet your fish?
The mama-san.
See, I've heard that term before.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're called too. She's called she didn't have girls there, but I think they called her the mama-san or something. I'm not mistaken.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the mama-san is the person you go to negotiate with when you want to take one of the girls out of the bar. I was in the Philippines. I know how it works. And you know what?
I haven't gone.
By the
but,
way, I
yeah.
actually have done that. I didn't do anything with her, but they make good core guys, and it's still company. But I used to hook up with a girl from a tender, so I didn't really have to worry about it. I mean, I don't know how I did that, but there's this girl at tender that her and I always seem to meet up on our West Packs. I'm pretty monogamous.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have, like, if in that same situation, I'm not sure if I would have not gotten arrested, but for something, I'm sure.
Oh, it's perfectly legal down there. The girls are legal.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're regulated. I mean, they have medical cards and everything. But like I said, I wasn't the one having to worry about being in the line for medical. Like, went around the corner, afterwards. It happens every time you go to Thailand or Philippines, I guess.
Of course.
But they make great company and they're really nice. I mean, I think there was one time there was a thing with an Mama-san, and then like I said, we just went out to dinner. And I don't think the other time. I think they were just off. I don't know. I don't know. This was a long time ago, but yeah, I wasn't one of the ones that was partaking in different ways. Now thinking back, I probably should have, but whatever.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have passed that opportunity up.
Oh, there were some gorgeous women. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, absolutely drop dead. So, but that's how I learned to learn Tagalog. Like, Ilan Tanok na means what's your name, and Maganda means pretty, stuff like that.
As pent up as I am now, I'd probably kill somebody.
Yeah, blow her head off. Yeah. Mr. Sirius is on the prowl.
That is true.
Well, Mr. Rez is available.
Oh, really?
Don't you never know, man.
I can count
that relationship shit.
I can count that game as basically you paying for a date, so we don't have to worry about that.
He is from Australia, so just saying, they're flexible. But you know what? I'm paranoid. I think I need to go check my ovens off. One sec. I don't remember turning it off. I'm pretty sure that I did, but I need to check. 1 second.
How much did you even play that game, by the way?
I have.
No, how much?
Oh, I have. Yeah, not too much. I just realized that you can play it with a controller, so I'm learning those controls. I have a hard time doing mouse and keyboard stuff, but the controller it's not practical to use, but because of my hand pain and stuff, I can play it for longer with the controller.
I don't know if they still sell them anymore. You should really think about getting a Steam controller.
Maybe one of these days. Do they sell the Steam controllers any longer?
I don't know. I got one. I do not regret it. It's
a friend of mine bought one.
The programmability of the fucking thing is off the fucking charts.
Yeah.
Every single input can be changed to be something else.
Yeah, for me with hand pains, when it comes to like clicking on the mouse and stuff, like I can't keep my hand on my mouse at all. I have to move it, click something, and get off of it because it hurts.
Well, because these things are trackpads that you use with your thumbs, and there's 2 of them, and you can use them to emulate joystick control or anything you want really. And they even have grid-based systems, so circle HUD stuff. And you can just program it to do whatever you want. It comes up with its own little overlay UI over the game. Like whenever you touch something that you've programmed to do something. Like I initially bought one because I was just sick of using a mouse and keyboard for Elite Dangerous, and it's got billions of possible combinations on the bloody thing.
I don't know. I like my keyboard stuff. I put my other computer in the living room. I'm going to set it up there because I really want to finish playing Witcher 3. I haven't finished it. Got to finish it.
I can't run the fucking game. My system won't run it.
Oh, really? It's pretty intensive. Yeah, my computer's it was pretty decent. This one's better, but
I had it on minimum settings at 1080p and it was running at 13 FPS.
Oh God, really? That's strange.
Yeah.
No, I mean it really is
not good
powerful.
enough.
Yeah, it needs a powerful computer. I mean, my video card on the other computer is really good though, and it's only a dual core, but the video card makes a huge difference.
We need to set up some Gary's Mod community games that we all can get in and play together and do it on stream. freaking hilarious.
I would do that if you show me how to. I don't know what the hell. I have Gary's mod. I've never even tried it because I don't know what the hell to do with it.
Oh,
okay.
Thanks.
Are you planning on staying up late tonight? Because I could show you tonight.
Not tonight. I got to be up for a. Are we doing Caffeine Corner tomorrow? I don't know. She's on vacation, so I doubt it. I don't think we're doing Caffeine Corner tomorrow. We haven't planned anything.
I mean,
so maybe I can't.
I don't have anything like planned. If you want me to be like your co-host for a morning.
Well, ask Cheshire.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what my job would be.
I don't know
so
what we would talk about. I don't know. I have nothing planned for tomorrow for Caffeine Corner. I figured she was on vacation, so we weren't doing anything.
Yeah, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, so let's just shelf that.
Step on them. Cheshire likes that. She likes having her toes stomped. She steps on Cheetos. You step on her toes. It's like an Inception thing.
When was the last time we had a rum and coke?
It's been a while. I don't know why I've been postponing rum and cokes. A lot of people have been asking me, but
I can't drink, so I don't really partake in those.
Exactly. I don't drink as
Neither
much as
do
I
I.
used to, right? I mean, especially over the last year, my stomach problems have gotten bad, and I'm a very lightweight drinker now. So to me, it's not as fun, you know.
Dude, I don't drink either. Like, it doesn't stop me from coming on.
Yeah, I will have one next weekend probably. Okay.
Besides, drunk mania is best mania.
Drunk mania.
That is
awesome
true.
We love mania.
Then again, I'd take any mania.
Mania's like the pinnacle, right? If we're gonna like auction her off, yeah, we have. She has a high dowry. Well, I guess the dowry is with the woman. Well, I guess can a woman get a dowry for the family? Like,
well, I mean, there's nothing stopping
it's the
them
woman's
from doing
family
it.
that gives the dowry, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's tradition. That doesn't mean it.
Yeah. No, she's creme de la creme. Somebody that's ever going to date her, he has to be, or she has to be fucking perfect. I will accept no substitutes for my Mania.
I mean, like, the man asking the woman to marry him is tradition. That doesn't stop women from asking men to marry them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not into that kind of tradition. If a woman asked me to marry her and I wanted to marry her, I'd probably be like, okay, cool. I mean, I've had women want to marry me before. I've had 3 opportunities to get married, and I gratefully, thank God, dodged those bullets. But I could have been married at least 3 times by now. Matter of fact, one of them that I lived with for 5 years, she wanted to get married, and because I didn't want to marry her, do you know what her brilliant plan was? I'm going to sleep with your friends until you marry me. That didn't work out too well for her. Yeah, it's like, well, if you don't want to marry me, I wanted to show you what you'd be missing out on. And I was like, that's how you know. I literally got a U-Haul the next day and moved back to California after 5 years of living with her. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's a big red flag.
She wasn't too smart. Okay, let's put it that way. She never was the smartest one. I mean, it was funny is a year later I flew her out to California, and she started up just like doing the same tricks, and she was flirting with people. And I don't mind women flirting. That's okay. But I mean, she ended up doing a little more than she should have. And I'm like, oh, no, this is not happening. And I wasn't going to get back with her anyways. But I was just like, I was asking her. I was like, have a little respect for me. You tell me you wanted to get married. And she just messaged me like last 3 weeks ago, I think, last time I heard from her. And she's got a lot of medical stuff going on now. But, we've kept in touch. And I moved away in 2000, I think it was 1999 or year 2000. So was that 20 years ago? And I still talk to her. So was it 20 years ago? No, it can't be. Holy shit. Fuck, it was 20 years ago. Damn. Time flies.
Time goes by way too fast. I can't justify the last 10 years of my life. I don't know what happened.
What happened between 2000 and 2010? It's like that decade didn't even happen.
20 years ago, I was 11.
Oh my God. Yeah. I saw something that said 2009 on it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's recent. I'm like, wait, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not recent.
11 years ago now.
I could have married Jennifer, but I moved to when I moved to Utah. My girlfriend, a college girlfriend for 2 years. I guess she thought that I was going to take her with me, and I didn't know that at the time. I still talk to her as well. Matter of fact, a dear friend of mine still. And I guess she had thought that when I was talking about moving to Utah, that included her. And much to my dismay, that was not the case. Now, she married a friend of mine, and they've been married ever since. But, yeah. But I got old. Yeah. I got old. I know, George. And then, of course, my baby's mom I could have married, but we talked about it once.
We got 23 people watching, just 3 dudes just talk shit.
I'm not, whatever. We're shit talking. I don't know, man. It's nice to reminisce every so often. I mean, I'm very appreciative of the people in my life, past, present, and future, even. So I do keep touch with them. I mean, all 3 of them I are still part of my life. I mean, my baby's mama lives 2 miles away from us. We go to visit my mom all the time together. I don't break up with people on bad terms if at all possible. So,
except for the one that was sleeping with your friends.
Yeah, we didn't talk for a long time. And matter of fact, it's still kind of tumultuous a little bit between us. But she has a huge medical issues right now, so it's happened 20 years ago, right? So I mean, I'm not going to dog her on shit from 20 years ago when I know she needs, what's the word? I don't want to say attention.
Medical assistance.
Well, I mean, she reached out. She has been reaching out to me in the past, but I mean, now that she has some serious medical stuff. She just needs a friendly ear, I guess you can say, and that's me. So,
and I guess all those people that she slept with aren't really your friends anymore.
I don't remember their names. No, I'm not kidding. I don't remember their names. Yeah, I didn't find out about until the very last night. What happened was her cousin had a friend on near Thanksgiving or all around Thanksgiving that needed a place, and so we offered to let him stay with us because we had an apartment together, and they were hitting it off a lot more than they should have, and I was like, this isn't cool. And then she had told me about some other incident that happened. I'm like, I'm done. She's like, well, you didn't want to marry me. I'm like, I'm done, see you later. And I literally got a U-Haul, and I think it was the very next day or so I packed everything up and I drove to California.
That'll teach them.
It happens. No regrets, man. Past is the past.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Well, I'm working on that. I have a therapist.
Yeah, it's called Discord listeners, right?
Yeah, them too.
Those are your therapists. You've never been married, right, Mr. Harris?
No, not even remotely close now.
And he had a girlfriend?
Yes. I mean, I guess if you could call it a girlfriend. Well, let's just put it this way. I had a very weirdly sheltered life when I grew up, and I am not a virgin, but I've never slept with anybody that I've liked.
Have you ever been pegged before?
No, not yet, anyways.
Technically, you're a virgin, because I think that's what it actually means, to be penetrated.
Oh, well, then I'm working on that.
Yeah,
anybody out there listening?
Die, so I guess that's yeah. I don't know. Somebody had mentioned that before once. They're like, well, I think they're like virgin means to be penetrated or something, and I'm like, I don't think that's how it works, but we'll go with that.
I go with the colloquial usage of had intercourse before.
I generally do as well. Yeah.
In which case, I'm a virgin.
Well, give it time. Not all it's cracked up to be. Depends on who you're with.
It's not exactly something I'm searching for anyway. I see all the shit other people go through just to try and get laid for a night, and I'm like, I don't need that fucking stress.
I was that guy back in the day. I'm not gonna front. I mean, I had a local bar that I went to 20 years, and man, that bar was like flesh city. I mean, I dated the waitress there even at one time. So, hey Kage, in the live chat. It's been a while. It's going.
What's with all the lurkers we have in here? We got 3 lurkers.
We had like 9 in here earlier.
Yeah, but only 2 of them were lurkers, and then we got 3 out of 6.
Yeah. Well, RNG-Man, I just gave you roles, so you got a mic?
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, I still can't see the people. We got to work on that. We got to figure out something about that.
Yeah, I'll talk to Bullinator.
Wait, you can't see people in the current room?
Well, no, I can see people in the room. I just can't see people until they have a role.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason, only the admins are able to assign roles, and I don't know why. I don't know what the setting is for that.
It's very counterproductive.
Did I say Kage or Gage? Is it Gage? It's Gage, not Kage. Yeah, Gage. I don't know. I am like so caffeinated right now. Gage, yeah, Gage. There we go, Gage. Whatever. It's been a while. Shut up.
will you think you will have time for me to show you Gary's mod tonight?
It's getting late here. Probably not. I'm gonna watch. I was gonna watch TV and eat, but I already ate. So I think I'm just gonna probably lay down, get on my laptop, and watch The Boys. If you say that's good.
Look at
What
porn.
time is it over there?
Yeah, The Boys. Yeah, there you go. Watch The Boys. Ergo, porn. Yeah.
What time is it over there?
It's 8:30.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
find this
It's
show.
1:55 here.
What's is that?
PM.
How do you? Is it just The Boys show?
BOYZ, The Boys.
BOYZ.
Oh no, wait, it's on
No, it's
Amazon, I think. Damn it.
Yeah, and it's BOYS, by the way, not with a Z.
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
I looked it up.
Might be dependent on country. I don't know.
It looks interesting though.
I'm not even-
I would watch something like that. That kind of looks like Teen Titans in a way.
Yeah, I can't keep track of all these different channels and everything. I don't have access to any of it. I just pirate everything.
How did I not see this before?
I have no idea. They've already done a second season too. That's not come out yet, but I think it's done filming already.
Who's the redhead?
Oh, you mean is her hair red?
Oh, it's red. I know what a redhead it looks like, dude.
I don't see. I'm thinking strawberry blonde in my head. Let me look.
That is not strawberry blonde. That's straight up red. I have a huge thing for redheads. Like Felicia Day. Oh. Let me look at the cast.
Does anybody here watch Critical Role?
I do not.
No.
It is. Who is this? She looks familiar. I can't tell. There's no redhead in the cast. Maybe it's a wig.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody with red hair.
She's like
Oh,
in the
yeah,
picture.
kidding.
Like she's wearing like like spirals on her boobs. It looks like. She looks like Xena,
Gage.
Princess Warrior.
Gage, did that ever get a season
Oh.
2?
Queen Maeve. That would be Dominique McElliott.
Is that her real name?
Yes.
Dominique McKellar. Oh, so that's a wig.
I guess it would have to be.
Yeah, it is Dominique Elliott. Oh, that's the shame.
Yes, Chesh. Critical Role for life, but it is kind of hard to keep.
I mean,
up
she
with
is
a
gorgeous.
4-hour
Don't get me
show every
wrong,
week.
and she looks good as a blonde too. But I like her better as a redhead. What is Chesh saying? Chesh.
She likes Critical Role as well.
Oh, should I look that one up too?
It's a Twitch TV stream channel.
Did you guys ever used to watch
played-
The Guild?
It's a bunch of voice actors
The
that play
Guild.
D&D.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that sounds awesome too. I'm gonna have to find out what the Critical Role is.
I know what the Critical Role is. Yeah, they're just online D&Ders, and
It's Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, a bunch of voice actors that play D&D.
Yeah. I swooped
That reminds me
down
of Harmon Quest.
and I gouged the eyes out of the goblin with my +5 Wurple sword. Roll to see if you hit. Oh, critical fumble. You fumbled and he kills you. Yeah, I don't know.
No, they don't do that.
I want to play D&D.
They don't do that shit.
Me too.
Natural ones on Critical Role tend to be a bit more narrative based.
Yeah, you fumble and weird things happen.
No,
Thank you, Cheshire.
Matt Mercer doesn't use the fumble chart. Thank fuck, because that thing feels cheap.
Fumble? No, really? I like fumble charts.
No,
Fumble charts make
Slice
everything
your own
fun.
hand off.
I would prefer the DM come up with something creative in the moment that feels a bit more like closer to what's going on in the moment rather than just having something random happen.
I see, but I'm not in. Maybe I'm in like old school D&D, I guess, like the basic version or advanced D&D. Back in it was all done with charts. I mean, yeah, the DM had narrative. Don't get me wrong, but we were determinists that if you got a 6, you got a 6. You know, you got a critical.
The way they play Critical Role is I would say it's like 70% narrative, 30% dice rolls. And it's much more interesting.
I prefer. I don't know. I maybe it's just my play style.
Well, I don't like put any kind of priority on fun over like just. Well, no, I put priority on fun. Fun's the like main thing. So like if something really crazy random happens, it's kind of almost seems like real life kind of in a way where you never know what to expect. But I don't mind it. Like if somebody slices their own hand off when it seems like really out of place that they would do that. Whatever. It's weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vin Diesel did actually used to play well with Paul Walker.
Oh yeah, from fighting the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, they used to play D&D every day. D&D, WoW every day.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days we'll get a game going. I know that Cheshire's been trying to, but
I would love to play it.
Yeah.
Make a great debate. WoW Classic Guild.
Well, I mean, I know that who is it? Glitch wants to. He's been trying to do some campaigns, so if he can get something going, or she can get something going, or I would really like to eventually play some D&D. So we'll get that going. Plus, we're going to be doing more gaming on the GDC channel. I just haven't really found a game that's worth streaming. Fishing Planet was fun, and I enjoyed that. But I want something more adventurous to stream. Like I love the one I did when we were playing, and I got to finish it. I still haven't finished it. Originals, Divinity, Original Sin. Oh my God, is that such a good game? Oh yeah, that's one of the best games I've ever played. Love
I'm
that
just
game.
sad I never got someone to play Divinity 2 with me.
Yeah, well, like I said, maybe we should play a co-op. But
heck yeah, we all play it together. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a fun game. It really is.
Two player with lone wolf attribute or feat on both your characters, or 4-player party is the way to go for that.
Yeah,
game.
I think for lone wolf, how many? Can you have 3 in that with a lone wolf?
No,
Just
lone
2?
Wolf is either solo or with one other.
With one other
party
player.
member.
Okay, so you can have one other player with lone wolf attribute. Okay.
Yeah, you can both have lone wolf, and you both get the benefits of it.
That would be fun. I would totally do that.
2, you don't. Yeah.
Oh my God, let's do that. I would so do that. But I still like the 4-player game. So I mean, now see, the first time I tried the game, I was playing and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I think it was Cheshire going, "Why the fuck are you killing me?" Right? Because I had splash damage.
Divinity 2.
Yeah.
I feel like Divinity 2 is like, if you can only get one other player to play with you, okay, Lone Wolf will do it for you. But I feel like Divinity 2 is best with 4 players.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, but 4 players, you can't have a lone wolf. That doesn't work.
Hey guys.
Something I like about that game is how far away you can get from each other as well. Like you can actually be in separate acts.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that you get the transporter pyramids. But the best thing I like about the game, believe it or not, I didn't think I was going to like it because I like games you're kind of stuck with things, but I like the fact you can go use the mirror to respec anytime you want.
Yes.
That is that to me is not just a game feature; it's an integral part of the game to do so.
It's actually a feature that every RPG that has class-based systems should have.
It was done very well because, like I said, to really maximize the game, it is almost necessity to go respec and change things around, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Who's excited for Baldur's Gate made by Larian Studios coming out soon?
Baldur's Gate 3?
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I knew Baldur's Gate 3 was coming out. Actually, I remember that now. I played 1 and 2, most of it. It wasn't really my favorite games, but yeah, I like good dungeon crawls.
I think one of the massive things they learned about Divinity when they made the first one was the respec thing, because the first one you couldn't respec, and actually if you built your characters a certain way, you found you actually couldn't get to the end because you were just fighting things you could not defeat.
Oh, like the original Sin, the original game? Because I have the original. I haven't played it yet.
The first one, yeah, the first one. So in the second one, they gave you this integral way to respec that was actually part of the lore, and it was an ingenious way to address that problem.
Well, the first one, I think they've changed. I have the first one, but I have the developer cut first edition, so they might have fixed that. But I haven't played it yet. Yeah, we can do a co-op. Yeah, Chesh.
The other thing I love about
go ahead.
Divinity 2 is the Game Master mode where you can like create a campaign from scratch in the engine.
Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't tried that. I know you can.
And you have like the game master as a fifth player guiding 1 to 4 players through their campaign they've created.
Matter of fact, I think maybe tonight I might actually play some.
There's actually
before I go to bed and watch TV. I don't know. Maybe
if I recall, there's also a fairly fun interaction that you can do with Twitch where your viewers and stuff can be like, well, this enemy is going to get this buff, or here's some extra barrels.
I don't know if that's true for Divinity. There are definitely games with Twitch integration. I'm not sure if that's one of them.
I thought it was. I thought Divinity was one of
I'll have a look. Usually it's listed in the game's actual categories of like Twitch integration. Like controller support, that's usually listed, that kind of thing. I'll have a look.
Yeah, well, I think okay. So next weekend, Mr. Serious, we'll stream you helping people learn Gary's mod, because I'll just take it straight, right? I mean, I won't even touch it till we stream it in real time. People can watch us learn together with you. How's that sound?
Well, the putting it together part's not very interesting, but if you want, like even tonight, like if you're up late and you see that I'm on, or just send me a message, just check if I'm on. I'm up the weirdest times because if I'm in too much pain, then I have to take naps, and sometimes I sleep all day and I'm up all night, so I never know when I'm up. But I can show you how to do like the part A, and the part A is really boring and nobody's gonna want to watch that, but us actually getting into the game and trying them out would be part B, which would part A might take like maybe an hour and a half at least.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no Twitch integration.
I read about Gary's mod. I don't understand it. But maybe again until I look at it, I play it, because it's not really a game per se.
Right, it's just it's like just a foundation for other people to make mods. So we got to go and download all the mods and all the packs, like model packs and stuff like that. We got to download a shit ton of stuff just to get ready for a stream night.
Wow. Okay. Until then, though, we'll play Divinity. We'll co-op it sometime this week, maybe. You, me, Rez, and Cheshire has a working computer.
Heck yeah! And there's so many cool things in Gary's mod too. We can even there's even a thing that where we can all it's like almost like kind of like what do you call it, Minecraft kind of situation where everybody's like walking around in a movie theater, and we can sit down in a whatever seat we want in a movie theater and stream like YouTube videos to the movie screen.
Oh, that's cool.
And watch them together.
Oh, something I wish games would integrate more, particularly like sci-fi simulation games like Elite Dangerous could benefit from this, is just having like a reserved screen off to the side in your cockpit for like loading YouTube videos or something. Like integrating an actual web browser into your cockpit.
Oh, that'd be badass.
I think that would actually be really cool.
Like,
so you can like have a podcast going on your game while you're playing the game.
That would be pretty cool. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Actually,
like media integration within the video game medium is like something I don't think is tapped into anywhere near enough.
Cage the
that
Mage.
would be pretty interesting, because also you could do it like in the communications tab or something like that, where it would have like an actual in-game like reason why it's there, not just floating text.
Well, actually, there is some Gary's mod stuff that does that. There's there's people who do a lot of role playing.
There's a bot for everything.
There's role playing servers in Gary's mod where you can go in and like role play as a stormtrooper on a Death Star.
Sounds like World of Warcraft. What was the name of that server, that role play server that everybody used to go to?
Moonguard.
Moonguard. you
oh,
knew.
God,
you knew. Moonguard.
Oh no.
The Moonguard server.
What? The one for cybering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
It was erotic role play.
Bullshit, you didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Moonguard. I was on Silvermoon.
Moonguard and Goldshire.
Yeah.
All the
Goldshire. Yeah. They go to the inn. You know, Goldshire Inn. Oh my God.
There was a recent incident with the kind of media integration I'm talking about. A streamer was playing a cooking game. I can't remember what streamer. I don't know remember what the cooking game is called, but there's this cooking game that came out recently. It's like Cooking Simulator or something. And the streamer was listening to the radio in the game that was tuned to a UK radio station that was live. And then his viewers started going to the UK radio station and leaving comments that they're reading live about the streamer playing the game, and then they start watching him playing the game while they're on the radio.
Okay, that's cool, and I think I know the closest thing to that. And this might date me a lot, but back in the day, I was one of those stupid people who thought that Matrix Online, the MMO, was going to be decent. I didn't know anything about MMOs at the time. But one of the things that they did do is they actually had hired DJs to run an online streaming platform that would literally be giving you news about crap that was happening in the game while like playing song requests.
Yeah, I've heard something like that before too. What game had something like that? I remember playing a game. There was shit. I can't think of it. There's a game where it has different news things, and at first I thought it was drawing stuff from the actual news source, but it wasn't. What was it called? You're running around in Chinatown. Golden. Oh man, I hate when I can't think. Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, there we go.
Sleeping Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. When you hear you hear the new, a lot of it I thought was coming from. It sounded so good. I'm like, damn, this is like really good voiceover work that they said is so legit. But anyways, real quick,
Dude,
Eric, you in here?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
Hey, buddy. Real quick, I did a podcast with Eric today on his Mind Melt, and that's going to be out Wednesday. It was really good, so make sure that you check that out. What's up, bud?
No, not much. Yeah, it was really fun. I haven't stopped thinking about our discussion just because it kind of made me think about some of the stuff that, I don't know, like I've been thinking about objective morality all day, so it was good to talk about it a little bit.
So what you're saying is you can't stop thinking about me all day.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens. It happens. I don't
yeah. Yeah, it was fun though. I really enjoyed it. I hope we can do it again soon.
I got people that think about me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last 3 years.
I bet you do.
I'm not even being hyperbolic. It's a state of fact.
I know. That's what happens when you get as many views and stuff nonstop.
But I like your idea, by the way, of we'll do more philosophy stuff, and then, like I said, we'll do it as a video, and then you can do it as a podcast. That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But we're talking about games right now and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not really a gamer, but
if you had to pick one, what's your favorite game? You just got to pick something.
If I had to pick a game, I mean, I really am not a gamer. So if I had to pick a game, probably Call of Duty, something basic that's like the only game I ever really played. So I'm not a gamer. No, this is my first time on Discord. Actually, does that prove it?
Yeah. That proves it.
Yeah. What do you guys like?
Call of Duty.
Not a gamer. Call of Duty.
I have actually. I don't have. I played Call of Duty before, but I don't have it. It's been a long time. But no, I have Counter-Strike, Global Ops.
Real gamers like Siege. Rainbow
Siege, like Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got into that.
Yeah,
I want to play that with people.
I never played video games. I never played them when I was younger at all. And then when I was 18 or 19, I was at a friend's house and we played Call of Duty online, and I got super hooked on it and like went out and bought a system and then played it online for a little while, and then I got over it and never really went back to it. So
I'm probably going to get Rainbow Six one of these days, but I don't want to play co-op stuff. I like playing single first-person shooters. I don't know. I mean, if I have a group of friends, then that's fine, but I don't want to play random strangers, you know?
Yeah, they get pissed at you easy.
Right, I know. Does Rainbow Six, can you play single player, or is that just multi?
Multi.
Yeah, I think it's multi only.
Yeah, I think it's multi. I think it's one of those games that you kind of have to rely with other people, and I don't like that kind of stuff.
Well, playing with friends, it's actually really fun. I had a lot of fun with that before. So, I mean, I'm in. I don't even want to play the game at all with other random people just like you, but give me a group of friends, it's a freaking blast.
Yeah, Lucifer talks about Rift. I looked at Rift, and that looks really good, but it looks like one of those games that you just, it takes too long to really get into it. When you first start off Rift, it looked like it just would take too many hours that I don't want to invest to even start.
It
like
really
EVE
is a
Online kind of thing.
It really is a World of Warcraft like rip off.
Yeah, and I can't, dude. World of Warcraft took 10 years of my life. I mean, that's
it like
so
down to the
many hours dedicated
descriptions
to
of
that.
some spells, and like the mages are like a straight like frost mage arcane rip. It's just
yeah. I don't want any game that takes me years in order to. I have not played Borderlands 3 yet, just 2. But somebody asked. No, but my favorite games are the adventure games. Like I love the old style, like Eye of the Beholder games. If you ever played that, that game was great. Dungeon Crawl. I like the. I love.
Oculus.
Morrowind.
He meant Oculus Rift. He meant the VR headset.
Oh, Oculus Rift. I don't have an Oculus Rift. That because that, like, for example, I don't understand the difference between the ones that you have to use a phone for, right? But I want the ones you plug into your computer.
Oh, I forget the name of that.
Yeah.
Oh, my brother has one that you plug into your computer, and I was just playing it down in Boise.
Is it cool?
And it was insane.
But those are expensive.
It was so crazy.
Afford that.
Yeah, his was $1,000, I think, and he had like some zombie game, and they started chasing me, and I went into like alpha mode and just started like kneeing them and punching them, and it doesn't really do anything. You know, it was a lot of fun though. And then he did Google Maps on it, and you can like walk around cities, and it looks like you're in the city.
I would
so
love
insane.
that. Don't get me wrong, but I could never justify to myself spending that kind of money for that. It's not in my worldview, because people know, and I am very frugal. $1,000 for that, not worth it. But
the Oculus Rift itself wasn't even that expensive. The problem is you have to upgrade. If your system isn't up to scratch, you have to upgrade it in order to even use the Rift.
This system here is a beast. I have a beast computer. This thing's a.
But what I'm saying is the additional cost, if you don't already have a system that can handle VR, the additional cost on top of the Rift is what really puts people off.
Gotcha.
So I think it'd be cool. Like my wife and I produce music and play, festivals and stuff like that. So I always thought after doing that, I thought it'd be really cool to have some kind of like live event where a bunch of people that had virtual reality could like join the event and watch an event like that.
I have that now.
I don't know. I just thought, and the only problem would be the cost of the systems and stuff for everybody, I guess. But
they do have that now. I don't remember exactly how it works, but there is a basic like get together and everyone hang out type chat thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I just thought it'd be fun to do it like for things like Burning Man and or festivals or whatever. You could have like some kind of VR camera system set up there, and then people that aren't at the events could actually join the events.
Yeah, that would be kind of awesome, actually.
I bought a VR system for a friend of mine as rent payment. And I got to use it a few times, but I got to say that I don't think I could justify the cost of it. But until using it, though, there's nothing that can quite explain the feeling that VR can give you. I played just a few games, but oh my god, I want
to be so realistic that if you get hit by a bullet, you feel it. You have blood coming out of you. You just like
it's pretty damn close though. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that cool until I did it. And my wife and I both aren't that big of gamers, but we both tried it and we were like, "Holy shit, we need one of these." We didn't buy one because the cost and stuff.
It's very immersive, right?
It's insane. I thought it was nuts. I mean, it was so realistic.
I want to try that. I want to try augmented reality.
What's augmented reality?
Where you can actually have glasses that you can see actual reality. It's just there's like augmentation to it, like this hologram.
Oh yeah, doesn't Google come up with something like that?
Yeah, well they have.
Well, you
Microsoft
can do it
AI.
on most phones.
Yeah.
I think the Oculus
does
has a front-facing camera now.
Seems Kyle's up to bullshit again.
I mean, I guess if you're playing like Pokemon, that is great, isn't it? Because then you can actually like see the you go chase them and you actually see them.
The Oculus does have a front-facing camera, but it's mostly just used for like if you want to see outside, you look towards the bottom of the screen, and then you can actually see what's in your room.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Also, you have to have a space where you can use it, because if you don't have any rooms that are big at all or have any walking area, then
you gotta actually walk around.
Well, you don't have to, but
it's more immersive.
The difference of having, that's the difference.
Maybe one of these days. I am going to be moving in the next couple months, I think, and if I want to get a bigger place, I might do something like that. I don't know. No, when I do move though, I'm gonna make the room that I'm moving to, and it's going to be a few miles from where I'm at here, hopefully, or I'll stay in the area. It just won't be the place I'm at now. It's going to be a bigger place, and I'm going to try to make it into a little bit more user friendly to stream from. Does that make sense? Like I want to have the baffling, and I want to have a little setup for streaming. So my room is going to be the streamer room. Yeah.
I wish I had a Rift or another VR headset, because if I had that and Beat Saber, I'd lose so much fucking weight.
Anyone want a room? Anyone want to be an apartment roommate in California? Let me know.
Yeah, let me just book a really expensive flight to the States.
Yeah, $3,000, man.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
Hey, Glenn comes out here twice a year. If he can do it, you can do it. Riff?
No, I'm fucking poor.
No, well, he's worth $40 million, so I guess he can afford it.
Well, then he can fucking sponsor me.
Yeah, I remember we were talking. It was funny because he and I were talking about going to Texas one time to go talk to the people at ICR or something, and you were talking. He's like said something like, "Well, it's only like a couple hours, and it would be nice sitting in the first class drinking." I'm like, "First class?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't fly coach." I'm like, "You're such a prude," or whatever. He's just like, he's like, "I don't fly coach. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not like you peons." I love him. He is one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet in your entire life. Like legit nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what first class is like.
I wouldn't either. I was like, you're talking a foreign language to me. I don't know what the hell that means. First class, what?
I mean, like, first class can't be worth what they're actually asking.
Oh my God! I saw his first class that he uses for his international flights. The motherfucker thing's an office. It's literally an office.
Yeah, it still wouldn't be worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I fly coach, and I can just squeezed in a little seat next to somebody that I don't want to talk to always.
I'm okay with being with the crowd, to be honest.
Have you seen their new thing that they're doing with the coach? The new seats that they're proposing?
What?
So instead of it being like a bench seat, now it's kind of... Well, you remember those kind of fancy S shapes that they used to do?
Yeah, I remember those.
It's like that shape. So you have a straight back, a slanted seat, and then straight down. So that instead of actually sitting, you just kind of lean back against it.
I would try that. Yeah,
and stand the whole flight.
My last flight, when I flew to Dallas this last month or 2 months ago, whatever it was, in January, I liked it because there's I think it was Delta, and they have these things in the back of the chair. So when you're looking at it, it has a little TV screen, right? And so you can watch movies on it, play games. The games are free, which was nice. It's entertaining, and it also has a little thing that shows you your position, and you could actually hit a button that tells you your arrival and your ETA and the wind speed. It gives you all the details, and it's really actually pretty interesting. And I'm like, that's actually cool because when I used to fly, I didn't have that shit like that.
Yeah, you don't get meals so much anymore, but at least they'll entertain you a bit.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I got a meal on a flight, but I used to get meals on a flight. I used to like airport food, but yeah, they kind of did away with that because the cost of tickets. So yeah, you don't get fed anymore. You get a snack. I got you get peanuts or you get a cookie and a drink, complimentary drink, but you don't get any real food any longer. Delta's good, though. Delta's really good.
The only time I've gotten a meal in the last 10 years was when I was flying to Greece.
Yeah, maybe I should. I'm going to be flying to Boston. Maybe I'll look for a flight that has an in-flight meal. I don't know how I'm going to survive that 5.5 hours on a fucking plane. I never.
I haven't been on a flight since 2003.
That's a long time, man.
I flew to Boston like 2 years ago, and it was longer than that for me because I'm in Idaho, and I think it's a further flight.
How do you
but
sit? Well, it can't be.
Oh my gosh, it was so brutal. I had two people that were pretty big on each side of me, and the whole time they were like playing Game Boys, and they were not not being conscientious of my space at all.
I hate that.
And by the time I was off the flight, I was like, I was pretty determined just to drive home from Boston because I just didn't want to deal with it again. So I can see the benefit of first class, but I bet a first class ticket to Boston from Idaho would be like $6,000 or $7,000.
Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, no, it's way. It's not that much from California, but it's still. I think I just wanted to see one time. I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was several thousands of dollars, as opposed to like I could probably get a plane flight for 300, give or take. But I've also got to get hotel rooms, and I've got to spend dinner. Obviously, I have to eat. Sweet has to eat. I found out the hard way that women need food. Yeah, who would have knew? Who thought? I mean,
wait, I thought they made the food.
Yeah, that's right. They're just supposed to make it. I didn't know they would get to eat it too.
Oh my god,
you
that's
learn
funny.
things every day, right? She can cook, though, from what I understand. So.
It's almost like they're real people.
Women eat and shit as well?
What? Women are people?
Women, this is a biological fact. Women do not poop. They don't fart. It's a myth. So.
Isn't it like International Women's Day or something?
Yeah, the WOMXN. I saw that.
Oh, was that today?
Yeah, it's International Women's Day. So Ann Doom had tweeted out something like Greenpeace had said, and I guess they're promoting it as WOMXN. Like they take the E out and put X in there, like the X out men. That makes a lot of sense. That really promotes your position. Just exclude an entire half of the society out there because you want to promote equality. That seems counterproductive to me.
Yeah, it's really hypocritical, and I hate
Raleigh
that.
says one time I had a thought of my own. Lies. Lies.
I don't
what I
don't hurt yourself. We'll think. We're the men. We'll think for you.
How do they do International X days? Like, because I'm in a completely different time zone. It's currently like 2:28 p.m. the next day for you guys.
Right.
So does that mean International Women's Day was yesterday for me, or is it currently still going for everybody?
I believe it would be yesterday. Because it's Sunday.
So it's already over.
Yeah, it's already over. You missed it. You were not able to celebrate Women's Day. I celebrate Women's Day every day. It's just being appreciative of women. Right?
I've never understood like X Day, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter. Fuck all that shit.
No, I get Mother's and Father's Day. I respect that. Valentine's Day. I hate Valentine's Day because that's my birthday.
What if your mother and father are shitheads?
Well, I mean.
That's too bad for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
But you know what it's like growing up having your birthday on Valentine's Day? I mean, every present you get have hearts on it. My best friends, will give me presents with heart and wrapping paper. I'm like, no, this is no.
Wait
the
a
best
second.
Valentine's Day is the next day after Valentine's Day because everything goes 80% off.
Well, same with
so you can get 5 times as much shit.
Steve,
Yeah.
Did you say Valentine's?
Valentine.
N, not an M?
With an N, right. Why?
Okay, I thought I heard something different.
No, but Valentine's Day. It's been my birthday for 50 years. My
Are you
birthdays
sure
don't
about that?
change anymore,
Okay,
right?
just making sure.
Yeah. But like I said, I could have streamed on my 50th birthday, right? And I probably got a lot of views and a lot of big party, a lot of super chats. But I decided that I wanted to just have a nice night to myself and spend it with Sweet Haven and having a glass of wine. Am I a good guy or what? That was how I wanted to spend my birthday. But
so you're a good guy right up until you try to get pats on the back for being a guy.
See, you figured that out, right?
I've slept through my own birthday more than once.
I am the nicest guy in the world, and Sweet Heathen better appreciate it because
Oh, Justinian, selling you out.
Somebody said I did say Valentine's. Well, that's possible. I got a speech impediment.
I had times.
Did I say Valentine's?
I had.
Oh, somebody said I said
so-
Vermintide. Okay, Vermintide.
Vermintide.
Yeah. I totally said the 14. Was it the 14 words? Was it called the 14? Oh my God! What is the 14 words you can't say?
7 words you can't say on television.
No, that was Carlin. No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Talk about the
Also, Brandon, your mic is up really high.
Oh, sorry.
14 words thing. Whatever. I don't remember what the hell it is.
And maybe I can turn you down on my.
By the way, how do I sound on here?
You sound good.
Okay.
You sound fine.
I didn't think I was that high.
Yeah, Brandon likes to turn up his gain and eat his mic, and we're not sure why.
That's all right. I turned him down on my end.
He's trying to do ASMR, but
speech shaming. No. No. The 14 words are the white power thing, which we're against. We're all against that kind of stuff here.
I told myself
What?
Except for Mr.
Hey,
Sirius.
too quiet.
Why can't we just all be apologetic to all terrible things?
I mean, we
Wait,
could.
what does that even mean?
Do I have slow mode on? I don't even realize I had slow mode on.
That means if there's something bad in the world, let's just,
say it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, model's even okay in some contexts.
I mean, I'm just bullshitting. I don't really mean that.
I just hate everybody.
We have enough of that in the world as it is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, am I really at 8 seconds? Why'd you guys tell me the slow mode was that high? I'll put it on 2 seconds. Is that better?
Oh, slow mode is on.
Yeah.
Wait, but I was I was posting message after message at one stage.
For what?
Shouldn't be unless you're a mod.
I wouldn't say outright cold-blooded mortal is okay, but if you're trying to protect people.
By the way, Lamb joined the server, but she didn't figure out how to get in the room. Did you want to come in, Lamb? I gave you user rights or roles or whatever the hell they're called.
Is this okay? I can tone myself down more if I need to.
No, perfect. Keep it like that.
Okay, cool.
Lamb's like, holy shit, Mr. Sirius has a voice. Yeah, he does actually talk. He is allowed to talk. Yep. He's actually.
Oh yeah, I have a voice.
Yeah. You've been on a few times, haven't you?
Heck yeah. I'm like, the fan favorite, according to me.
I love that qualification right there. I am the fan favorite, according to.
Number one fan.
I'm willing to hear, objections and maybe some disputes, but I don't know. I don't know if you can logically dispute that.
I'd object if I wasn't indifferent.
Yeah, I gotta keep slow mode. I put slow mode for at least 1 or 2 seconds, only because people come in spam. It does make a difference. And
yeah,
what the hell's 2 seconds? You can wait 2 seconds.
You don't want Waller text spam.
Yeah, so I definitely always keep a slow mode on of at least 1 or 2 seconds.
I feel like 2.5 is the sweet spot. It's a shame you can't do that.
Yeah, then you're just guesstimating, right? Because you can't set it for that.
Because you can't rhythm 2.5 is too difficult. Because then even if they try and spam, it'll be really off.
Justinian, stop taking all the wind out of my sails, God.
Did Monty ever come back? She never did she?
No, she's been off for a while, hasn't she?
Yeah, well, she worked.
Yeah, she was here at the beginning. Like, it's kind of, I see that happen a lot. She's here very heavily in the beginning, and then I don't ever see her again for the whole rest of the stream. I guess I mean, she works a lot though, so I can understand that. But that seems to be a commonality.
Yeah, but just in general, the last few weeks, I feel like she hasn't been around much.
She's got stuff going on, but yeah.
But then again, we haven't had a rum and coke night in like a month.
Yeah, I know.
I'd imagine with everything that she's doing with the shills that it's kind of busy.
Well, I'll have a rum and coke later on this week. I will have a stream. Probably we might do a Divinity stream. You know, or Origin. What's it called? Yeah, Divinity. Origins 2, right? Is that what it is?
I'm installing it now, but it's going to take like 2.5 days on Australian internet.
Divinity Original Sin.
Original Sin. There we go. Yeah, not Origin. Original Sin. I want to stream that because that's a fun game. We played a 4-player co-op. It'd be awesome. Or I'll even do a 2-man lone wolf if you want to, Rez. I'll do.
I'd happily do 4-player.
If you can't find a fourth person, I will play fourth person.
Okay.
I love that game.
I will play third person.
All right, well, let's do that because Cheshire doesn't have really a working computer, I don't think, yet. And plus, you'll be on vacation still. So maybe me, Rez, Mr. Serious, and Helios will foreman. But I don't understand. I don't want to like start from the beginning. What's the point? Is there a way you could start at a certain point or something and play format, or do you got to start from the very beginning?
I think people can join your campaign from your.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. My game, I'm keeping
in your
my
story.
game. I want to play the whole game by myself. So I was trying
Yeah,
to think of a
otherwise
way
you'd
we could
have to
start
start
something
again.
new and join it.
I think you kind of have to start from the beginning. I don't know if there's any way to begin in the middle.
Other than people just joining your current campaign, you basically have to start again.
Okay. Because the game doesn't really get interesting.
Unless you have another character with another campaign going.
I guess if you know what you're doing, we can muddle through the first part. It would only take like maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then when you get to the cave and you actually start fighting stuff. Because the whole point of the campaign is to fight stuff, right? I mean, that's why you have 4 players. You fight stuff.
Well, I mean, there's a story too.
Yeah, I know, but I want to kill shit.
It's really interesting when you get 4 players because there's actually dynamics between the players' characters as well, and you can actually disagree with each other. And then you have like a mini game off to see who says what to the NPC. It's really interesting.
What is another good maybe 4-player that actually get to battle shit and not like again WoW and Neverwind and
like
Neverwinter
all
Nights,
action no story kind of idea.
Yeah, more action. Yeah, would be good for that.
Borderlands, but that's kind of shit.
I'm playing Borderlands 2 and I will finish it eventually, but I wasn't that impressed by Borderlands.
It's really not impressive. That's why.
Yeah, I think just me.
I've never finished it, and I've always kind of wanted to. So if you want somebody to play it with you, I would like to smash my face against it.
And the other game, and I hate to say this because this seemed like such an amazing game, and I will eventually get to it again. But I tried playing Dragon Age Origins. Holy
I fucking love that game.
Shit, is that fucking way of combat sucky? It's got to be the worst combat system I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Like did you ever play KOTOR?
No.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Knights of the Old Republic. I know of it, but I didn't play it.
It's pretty much the same. It's like a D&D sort of.
It's 3.5.
Style combat.
Dude, it sucks. I can't kill shit. I can't figure the fucking out. I mean, if it was more like EverQuest 2, that way of playing, I can handle, right? But I don't like the combat in Origin. It doesn't feel right. Does it get better? Does it get worse? Because I'm still just barely over the training stuff, and I'm like, this sucks.
That game definitely gets better as you level up because you get more and more available to you, particularly if you're playing any of the caster classes like the Summoner. Yeah. Or I forget what they're called, the Mage or the Summoner. I forget what they're called.
So it does get better?
Like, by the time you can transform into large beasts like a massive spider, it gets really cool.
All right, I'll try it again, but even during the training stuff, you know where you start off and you have like the vision? I couldn't do it sucked.
Yeah, that game is kind of notorious for being like, here's a whole lot of really hard things all right up front. And then as you get more and more powerful and you get the ability to do like combo moves and stuff like that.
It's very much like a D&D campaign in that like you really suck when you start out.
Yeah, you really suck.
Lucky.
Yeah.
You get lucky if you kill anything. And then by the time you get to the end of the game and you're max level, you're like just backstabbing.
Oh, but they have no problem shooting at you, do they?
One hit.
They hit you every fucking time.
Typically all the counters are like a little bit above your actual level. But that's also to like so you can gain XP at a certain rate, and it doesn't feel like you're stagnating.
I thought the cooldowns, the lack of spells, I don't know. I wasn't impressed, but I will try it again one of these days. Maybe looking at it from fresh eyes.
Dragon Age 2 is a lot more action oriented, but the combat itself is very shallow.
Riley says Neverwin. Neverwin is one of my favorite games of all time, but I don't know how good that would be on co-op, if there is such a thing.
Neverwinter is good.
Well, to be perfectly honest about the second Dragon Age, I think combat was my favorite part of it, but then that's because I didn't even really like the game at all.
Do you know what would be a really good game?
Of the animations.
I don't know if it has co-op. I don't remember, but you know what would be a really fun game co-op would have been the original Neverwinter Nights. The original, the one where you go to the fair. You remember the game where you go to the fair and you have the magic and you have to prove yourself, and that was a great game. But I don't.
Yeah, I believe Neverwinter Nights had up to 6-player co-op, if I'm not mistaken. I think
not the online version. But...
Yeah, I think that's actually no. It might have been the second Neverwinter Nights. I think had co-op.
Yeah.
Because there was 2 of them, and then there's the MMO.
I love Morrowind. That was such a great game. I didn't like Oblivion, which I didn't finish. I got most of it done. I cheated the shit out of that game though. I was so bored with it.
See, I love both Morrowind and Oblivion, but I like Morrowind more.
Way better.
Until the Shivering Isles DLC for Oblivion. I loved that DLC.
I think I have that one.
I feel like all of Bethesda's best stuff they have is made by other people, not them.
The mods that other people make, yeah, probably.
Like Shivering Isles wasn't made by Bethesda, and it was awesome. Fallout New Vegas wasn't made by them, and it was awesome. Like everything, and now they've got Doom, and they're not making that; they're just publishing it.
I have Doom.
Like everything that's good under their umbrella is not made by them because they're fucking awful.
I downloaded Half-Life the other day because I found there was I don't know who had it, but they had it for free. Half-Life 2. But I don't know. We got to think. Because I really want a good game where it's kind of a mixture of adventure but tactical play.
I'm looking through my list now.
I love love tactician stuff. I really like for example, that one thing I like about Divinity 2 is it is all tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily tactics.
And you can kill literally anybody in the game
if you know the tactic. If you plan it right. And I like that. I like, especially because I play, for example, like a necro archer. I have a necro. I mix these different weird builds because I'm not playing the what's the version where you have to really have specific builds or you're going to be screwed. The harder version. What's that called?
Tactician mode.
Tactician mode. I haven't tried tactician mode yet, but I'm in the easy mode kind of thing. So you can play around with it more. You don't have to focus on specific builds. You could actually play around with like 3 type builds. Like I have a range, like part ranger, part necromancer, part aeromancer. It's fun to mess around with it, and you could do a lot of cool shit.
Did you do you like Halo at all?
I've never played Halo. I was talking to Sweet last night about Halo. She was a big Halo fan, so I thought
the Master Chief Collection is on Steam now, and they've currently got both Halo Reach and Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. And then Halo 2, 3, and 4 were coming out later down the line.
Yeah, I looked at it. Maybe I played Halo before a long time ago on the PS2. I think it was 3. I don't know what the hell it was.
No, it was Xbox.
4?
Exclusive.
Xbox, yeah, whatever the hell it was. It was years ago. I think it was like Halo 2 or some shit, right? When that came out in 2008.
Yeah, it was the original Xbox.
So that's old
2003.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
No, 2004 it was. Sorry. Yeah. Halo Reach has up to 4-player co-op, and Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary has 2-player co-op.
But that's more futuristic stuff. I like the the more Dungeons and Dragons
Oh,
type
okay.
stuff.
So, yeah, okay. More.
I mean,
like
I
sort
did
of
I
medieval
just
era.
played like Anarchy Online, which was futuristic. Out of
You'd think
Nanotech,
out of 377 games, I'd have something, but
right? That game was fun. Matter of fact, I never maxed out my character. The highest you can get in Anarchy Online at the time was 220 level, and I managed to get to 217. But the grind was fucking insane.
How do you feel about like survival kind of games that we could play as a community?
Like Rust?
Sure, like I mean that's one of them, but like Minecraft for instance.
Nah, Minecraft's too blah. No, I really like the like I said, the tactician type D&D type games where you got to like coordinate your spells, and one person like for example, my favorite thing to play is usually a caster of some sort, but I really like to play the caster that provides the support, the utility, because I'm telling you, those are some of the best characters that have the utility support. They give the best buffs and stuff like that.
there's not like a support character in Terraria, but I suggest you look at Terraria because
Terraria. What is it called? Terraria.
Terraria. TERRARIA.
All right, let's check.
That's pretty fun. I'd play that with you.
There is always Arma 3.
Minecraft. There's mining and crafting, but there's also RPG elements, and there's like.
Oh yeah, no, that's not my type of game at all. I'm looking at it.
You can get.
I don't play those kind of games. I mean, it looks fun, but I mean, I played like I like games that are photorealistic, and I'd like Witcher 3. I think was the best game I ever played.
Have you ever seen Arma 3?
Arma 3?
Arma. It's like hyper realistic.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I do know this game, but that game when I looked at it, was like $100 or some shit. It was expensive.
The trouble with Arma is it's such a pain to play from a logistical standpoint. Just opening up a menu and trying to use it is a pain.
Yeah, that's a really high-end game.
It's really heavily on the sim part.
Yeah, no, I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I'm not spending $100 for a game, and I wouldn't want to play a $100 game. $20 about my max.
When it comes to like action RPGs in medieval period with co-op, I don't have a lot. I got there is a Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, with Lord of the Rings Online.
No. Where is it? Look, the Lord of the Rings War in the North. It's up to a 3-player co-op RPG game.
Let's check it out. Lords in the North.
The Lord of the Rings War in the North.
Yeah, I see it. All right, let's check it out.
It was rated M. How interesting.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I like to play.
The only real problem with it is it can be a bit because it's an older game now and it didn't really get updated for modern systems, so it can be a bit janky to try and get running. But once you do, it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, but that's definitely the kind of game I play. Like like old school D&D. You have your ranger, your fighter, your magician, your mage, your cleric, and you're just just going through slaughtering shit. That's fun shit.
And there's a support character in that game. Like, she's full on like. Yeah, it's like a trio. It's like damage dealer, tank, support.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to. Yeah, I would totally play something like that, dude. Yeah, you nailed it. I'll have to look into that.
I think that's all I've got.
Do you remember back in the day of World of Warcraft when the support characters were basically like a Locke was more support? A Paladin was definitely
healers
support.
were the most important role.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that and then they became so maxed out that they were a top damage dealer because of the dots.
Actually, it's more like tanks dealing the most damage nowadays, which is weird.
Yeah, I never understood that. I mean, how a tank could be the highest damage dealer. I mean, I understand the reasoning because they want the aggro, but
well, they changed the way the aggro works because in early days of
I'm
WoW,
gonna head out.
All right, peace, buddy.
See ya. In the early days of WoW, like the amount of aggro you were generating was amplified to your damage, but your damage was so low. So what they did is they had that this kind of attack does like 300% aggro based on the damage you deal. But nowadays, aggro is tied directly to your DPS.
Yeah.
So they had to up the DPS of the tanks, and now they've overtaken everybody else.
Right, and I don't like that. Exactly. I know that. You used to have your threat meter, right? And it used to be based upon certain spells had higher threat, especially for a tank like a warrior or paladin. But now, like you said, is based upon damage, and I'm like, that's insanity. That's not. How do you fucking make a game like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a poor choice.
Yeah. Heat Shield says, Steve, I just noticed you've been going for hours, and I should catch Red's video sometime tonight or tomorrow before he takes an eye. I will, but what's Red's video? Is space video that he made? I saw that he had a video on space something. Was it cool? Or is it yeah, give me some updates. I saw a rocket, so why what happened on his video?
Torchlight 2. Do you
What?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you like ARPGs like Diablo?
No. I never got. I played Diablo. I tried playing Diablo. It wasn't something I really liked, but I probably would like it now because I played a game very similar to it called Titan Quest that I actually liked.
Torchlight 2 was made by the same people that left Blizzard North, who made Diablo 2, and they made Torchlight 1 and 2, and those are very Diablo-esque ARPGs with co-op.
Oh my God, Lord of the Rings, lowest price for that was like $4, but it's like $4 if you have PlayStation or Xbox. I'm sorry, but I mean, I wonder if they have it on Steam.
Yeah,
I own it on Steam. Apparently, I didn't even know. I've never installed it, so I'd like to play it. I guess.
Well, how much is it on Steam? I mean, $5. Yeah, hell's yeah, I'll do that easy.
And you can have my axe.
I'll play a support character. Like I said, I like the support characters, but I also like mages. Man, mages are my favorite characters, like in World of Warcraft. But let me see here. Games. Search the store. They do have it. Oh, they have Lord of the Rings: Journey to Middle Earth. No, I don't see the North.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. I can't
Yeah, it's called War on the North Coast, I think is the name of the full game, isn't it?
think so.
War on the North Coast or just War on the North?
At the request of the publisher, Lord of the Rings War in the North is unlisted on the Steam store and will not appear in search.
What?
Let me see if I can find you a link to it then.
What's the point of that?
No, you can't. You can't buy the game anymore.
What's the point of that?
Really?
I don't know. Steam has delisted it.
Huh.
That's a shame.
It's a 9-year-old game.
Okay, so here, let me put a link in the Steam or the stream chat here.
No, I found a link where you can download it. I don't know if it works though.
I mean, I found the Steam page.
Yeah,
Warner Brothers
SteamUnlocked.net.
Interactive Entertainment has requested it be pulled from the store. I don't know why.
Huh. Give me that link, and then I found a link that actually has it too. But again, I don't trust a lot of these third-party things. They say it works, but here's Lord of the Rings War of the North free download, but I don't want to get a virus.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust that, dude. And whatever you do, never ever buy from g2a.com.
Here, I'll link it to you, and you can scan it and you can test it out. So, somebody knows more about viruses than me because I hate getting viruses. This computer's like so fucking clean, it's ridiculous.
Well, I'm a pirate, so
check that. Check that. Let me know what you think of it right there, and I'll check the one you put out.
Oh, that's a website I am very familiar with.
Steam Unlocked.
Yeah.
Is it legit?
No, not really.
It's iffy.
It's a grey market key selling site like g2a.com, and they're very, very dodgy. They will knowingly buy keys from people who have bought Steam keys from other regions using stolen credit card information.
Okay, well let me. So it doesn't list it, but it obviously has it on the site, right? So.
What happens when you click on the link that I put above that for the Steam store? Is there no option to buy it on that link?
I gotta log in first. There's no option to buy in that, but I haven't logged in yet. So let me log back in. and then go there.
It shouldn't need to log in. It should just have a buy button. But yeah, I went to the store page from the game page that's listed in my Steam library, and it's not available anymore.
Very lame.
It's a shame.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Why? I don't even know why they would care. Why would they care?
It's Warner Brothers. They do a lot of stupid shit. Like a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of Steam stuff has like, but whatever. But then again, like I said, that Lord of the Rings, the link that I have, what I probably will do is, I'll be smart about it. I'll make a virtual box, and I'll try it on a virtual box and see if it works. Is that a good idea? On a virtual drive, virtual a VM.
Yeah, I mean that would protect you.
It would protect me, right? So, and I have Windows 10, 7, Linux.
Protect you from what?
If it's not a good copy,
Make a virtual
virtual machine.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'll just make a virtual machine. Throw whatever Windows version I have, because I've got tons of different versions.
But even then, even if it works, you still wouldn't be able to play with me and Mr. Serious.
No, but I could try it out first and then
yeah.
install it on my Windows, right?
Well, there's no guarantee that he wouldn't be able to, but I mean there are ways.
It would use some kind of crack which would automatically invalidate the version.
Oh, I don't want to crack
versus
stuff.
the one we would have.
That makes it.
Yeah, except for I have played with people on Steam with games I hadn't bought.
Yep, it has happened. It can work.
I'm a pirate.
It does happen, but it's rare.
Yeah, the game looked pretty cool actually, though. Hack and slash. I like the true hack and slash games.
I played Monster Hunter back before I got it for like as a birthday present because I liked it so much, but it was really fun. Monster Hunter is almost what Steve would like, except for there's like no spells. I think that's the one killer that Steve would not.
I like casting, yeah.
I'm looking up and down my Steam library. I can't really find anything that would fit this.
Well, it gives us something to think about. But anyways, I'm going to bring the stream to a close because I am probably going to just go lay down and watch some TV for the night. If I get a second wind, I'll play some Divinity 2 or what is it? God damn it. Or Original Sin, but I'm not really feeling it right now, so.
Yeah, mine's gonna take like over 12 hours to install.
That's ridiculous, dude.
And sure, if there's anybody out there who would like to join us for a community Gary's Mod game whenever we get that running, you can find me on Twitter. I'm Mr. Serious. I will help you. Just come get me. I will help you.
Let's do this, Mr. Serious. Put your information in a comment, and what you want to talk about Gary's Mod. I will pin that comment to this video, and then people can see that, and then let me know who wants to play. Okay, sound good?
We'll do that.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching this. I got a couple Discord moderators out of it, so not too bad, and I was able to clean it up, and we'll do this. Like I said, we'll do this twice a week. I think it's fun, and then we'll play games every so often, and at least on this channel. I don't think we're gonna do a caffeine corner tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll figure out something else to do maybe. Okay, so later, people.
Later.